Welcome to the Triton Trojan Homecoming. We've had a great week celebrating in preparation for this capstone moment to honor these wonderful young people and this opportunity for them. Everyone in the school voted for their peers, and tonight we honor the homecoming court. First is our freshmen, Colton Large and Chloe McKinney. Our sophomores, Vincent Prater and Avery Veers. Our juniors, Ben McFarland and Kate Howell. Our juniors, Ben McFarland and Kate Howell. Oh, my bad. Now to our seniors. Allison Barber is the daughter of Jill and Kevin Barber. She is a member of the Triton Student Council and the National Honor Society. She is being escorted by Tucker Warsham, son of Alyssa Warsham and Tom Warsham. He participates in football, wrestling, golf, and FFA. Our next seniors are Jocelyn Faulkner, escorted by Damon Coots. Jocelyn is the daughter of Joel and Justina Faulkner. She participates in cross-country, basketball, track, spirit club, Spanish club, science club, art club, making up clubs, Triton Student Council, Kosciuszko Youth Leadership Academy, Fellowship Christian Students, and Distinguished Young Women. Jocelyn Faulkner. Damon Kuntz is the son of Aaron and Chad Kuntz. He is a member of the Triton Student Council, Fellowship of Christian Students, and the National Honor Society. Next up is Raina Dixon and Adam Herron. Raina is the daughter of Travis Dixon and granddaughter of Don and Carmen Chapman. She is a member of the marching band, color guard, choir, yearbook, theater, concert band, pep band, and art club. Adam is the son of Jerry Herron. He is the Triton mascot and plays basketball and baseball. He also plays travel baseball for the Great Lakes Canes and is in the fire department CTE class. Adam Herron. Grace Miller and Zach Greer. Grace Miller is the daughter of Jason and Amy Miller. She is part of the Spirit Club, Fellowship of Christian Students, Triton Student Council, and the Art Club. Zach Greer is the son of Craig and Brooke Greer. He is a member of the tennis and baseball teams. This is our 2023 Triton Homecoming Court. As always, it's an honor to be on the court, but we do have a couple of winners. First, our Prince and Princess. You may now call him Prince Vinny Prater. And the Princess, Avery Veers. Congratulations, Vinny and Avery. And now for our King and Queen of the 2023 Homecoming Court. Our King is Mr. Zach Greer. And your queen is Miss Grace Miller. Congratulations, Zach and Grace. Congratulations all. We hope you had a great 2023 homecoming, students and staff. It was a great week. A lot of fun. Triton School Corporation will be participating in an event called Triton Gives Back. Triton Gives Back, at the heart of it, is fostering an attitude of service and kindness in our community, teaching our students that others over self is the best priority to our lives. If you would like to help this endeavor, there are costs and expenses to it. There is a bake sale right next to the Ernie Watkins Pavilion. The delicious desserts are there for you, and if you would just please give a wonderful donation, your donation will go directly to supporting Triton Gives Back. We'd love your participation and appreciate your support.
Keep them scheduled. Well, I just threw in a little filler.
Yeah, when you did it, right? You gotta have filler.
We don't want to keep talking though either.
He said if we don't keep the schedule, then we get talking.
Okay, now we're going on.
Yeah, they probably don't want
We would like to thank Lutheran Health Network for sponsoring tonight's Fan of the Night. And tonight's Fan of the Night is Triton's very own grounds maintenance crew, Mr. Brian Feldman. And we love Marcy too, and their kiddo. Brian started working at Triton back in 2014. We appreciate all of his hard work that he puts in on a daily basis to not only keeping our campus looking great, but also keeping our athletic fields looking wonderful. We appreciate your support and your willingness to go the extra mile when issues arise. Once again, please give a warm welcoming to our Lutheran Health Network Fan of the Night, Mr. Brian Feldman. Thank you, Brian.
would.
Trust me, we had to Google it, and I called 3 people just to verify it's exactly what's going on.
Yeah. I figured that was true.
On your feet, let's support our Trojans. To the Triton community. We're excited for tonight's contest between the Caston Comets and your Triton Trojans. Will you please stand? And gentlemen, kindly remove your caps as we honor America and the Triton Trojan Marching Band plays our national anthem.
All right, welcome everyone here to the Trojan Tundra. Andy O'Hara alongside me here tonight is Jeremiah Farrell, Kenny Barnhart, Caden Hummich, Mason Van Fossen running the music for us tonight, and as always, the Hall of Famer Ryan Limmer here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube in the IHSAA Champions Network. Triton comes in 1-1 on the season after a tough loss last week, a week that you saw a slugfest in between them and Laville, and it was a instant classic. It was a game that had a lot of twists and turns, but it was a good football game going to that one. Caston comes in on their first conference loss against North Judson as they come in 0-2 on the season, trying to find that first win. Chris Ulrich, their head coach in his 21st season as head coach of Caston. Of course, Coach Whitaker in his first season. Jeremiah, we watched those two teams. We got our opportunity to watch a great game last week. You saw big things, but for me, the Triton mentality when they make a mistake and how they correct that is something really spectacular to see.
Oh yeah. When Laville scored, their first possession, right? Triton didn't back into a corner and get scared. They came back fighting and ended up being a 16-22 loss.
Well, and you look at how Triton, they go down there, they turn the ball over on their first. They turn that ball over the way they did, and then they got a chance. They moved the ball, they moved the sticks, but then they turn the ball over. Laville goes and scores, but they don't panic. Even when the game got kind of out of hand, they didn't really panic. They found a way to stay within themselves and kept them in the ball game. Those kind of moments like that are really something that's very positive to see going into even towards the end of the season.
Yeah, close games like that, one-possession games, is really where you find yourself as a team. How can you battle back under 5 minutes left to go? And, what I saw last week was Triton never gave up. Even with 6 seconds left and needed a Hail Mary, you could tell those boys were full-out sprints. And then going into Caston and watching this group on film, yeah, you may see a team with an 0-2 record, but for me, this linebacking crew is about as good as it gets. These guys here, they are very good wrapping on the tackles. Triton's going to have to be really good in the trenches tonight, and those guys getting those next-level blocks because these guys here can wrap up in a hurry. This is a very good defense. Oh, yeah. When I was watching Caston versus North Judson on their first play got like a 20-yard run up the middle, and after that, I was watching their front seven on Caston. I was like, man, that one play didn't affect them at all because right after that, I want to say they either got like no gain or lost for tackle for loss.
And you watch their offense is a little bit different, it's a little bit of a variation of a couple things, but you go back and watch Gavin Mullenkoff, the quarterback, is a kid who can get out and scoot, and they got guys that can run. Kyle Raudabush, Grant Yaden, two guys that come to mind, and Angett running out of the fullback spot. Those guys can move the ball. It's just their offensive line is going to have to hold back a very tough Trojan front line.
It's with any running offense, it all starts in the trenches. If I was always taught low man wins. And right now for Caston to win this game, they need to be the lower man, and they need to fight harder than Triton does tonight.
So Triton goes back. They'll return the opening kick. Caston will start with it in the second half. As the Comets will track their way out to kickoff. Kicking will be Gavin Mullenkoff. Back deep to return the trio of Dante Workman, Jaden Overmeyer, who had a big game last week. I believe that's Cohen Hensley. So Vinny Prater, no, Vinny's out there. No, never mind. No, he's not. Excuse me. So Prater not on that kick return team. So you got Cohen Hensley out there in the middle. But those are three guys that have a lot of athleticism back there for Triton. But if you're in that next row, Caston doesn't quite push down the field quite as far as LaVille did. So that second row's got to be ready to go.
Yeah, when you get a kicker who, what was the quarterback's name last week? Plummer. I didn't want to say Plumley. But Plummer, he was getting touchbacks every time. You're not going to see that every week. And so these front two rows are very vital in a kickoff.
Hey, forget what I said. Mullenkoff, it's a nice kick inside the 20s where Dante Workman will take off. The slingshot's up into the second level, and Triton will get great starting field position as they start from their own 39. Out there starting for the Triton offense will be Cole Shively under center with Vinny Prater, Wayne Reichert out there, Ben McFarland in the wingback spot. Dante Workman will be in your wide receiver as well as Tanner Witt-Hoyo. Javen May in the tight end spot with Pierce Brookins in the center position. Kendrick Jones, Eastside Limler at the two guard spot and the two bookends, and Brady Shue and Zach Rensberger. So they get set. This Triton offense, one thing about I was really impressed me with this team, and it's the little things you see going in as the season continues to progress. I saw Brady Shue take an all-state end, and he moved him wherever he wanted to. He did a great job protecting last week, but the ability to move the chains is something this Triton team is very capable of doing.
Yeah, running offense, it all starts with the line, and if their line can play like they did last week, they're going to play a very good game.
So Shively sets I formation in the backfield. Takes the snap. Goes to Wayne Reichert and up front with a nice tackle. I couldn't quite see. That was quick.
Petrie Duvall with the tackle.
Yep. So Duvall with the tackle. He's on the defensive end spot, and Angut on the other side. Noah Hurd, Brady Brewer, the two interior tackles with Grant Yaden, Kyle Raudebush, the two inside linebackers, Levi Martin and Jabez Yarber as the other outside linebacker. Mollenkoff back in the safety, and Minier and Rigney, the two cornerbacks. Shively again, second down and long. He goes back to throw. Shively looking up for Dante Workman. It's a high pass. Good coverage. Workman adjusted, and the slingshot with the first down for Dante Workman.
Yeah, you got one-on-one coverage on the left side, and Cole saw that and just threw it up, and Dante made a heck of a play.
And a good 50-50 ball, but look at the position. Dante Workman had some contact there, but really used those strong hands and brought it in. Great play by the slingshot, Dante Workman. Kicked it on into gear, but got himself right in position in a hurry. Maddox Denny out there now in the tight end spot on the right side. Goes outside to Vinny Prater. Prater has got a look. The Stallion's free, and he's heading to the back 40. Stallion is going to be in, and that is a Triton touchdown from 27 yards away from Vinny the Stallion Prater.
Yeah, just pitch to the outside. The lead blockers got out in front. Vinny made a good read around the 11-yard line, and he was in for 6.
And Brady Shue again out in that lead block. What a play by what a good job by him. Of course, the firework.
Yep, get the town woke up for the evening.
I know they didn't do that when I was here. I heard it was explosion. I was like, who's shooting?
Shively out a kick. He'll drive that one.
The extra point from Cole Shively
is good. So Triton starts off with a 7-0 lead on a 3-play.
They had the no
61-yard drive, so not a bad way to start. But Vinny Prater, 27 yards. I know I talked to him on Thursday or Wednesday night. He goes, man, I want to break one loose. And I said, well, hey, the Stallion headed to the back 40 in a hurry, Kenny. Got through the gate and got going.
Yep, and just that little stutter step there about the 5-yard line. Just kind of look at his options and knew to cut to the right and right on in.
Of course, go back. I want to give Ken Workman, Dante's grandpa, a shout. I know he's watching him, but it's good to. I always know he's back there watching, and bring it in. The TV went off. He just needs to get his remote, and when he gets time, it's no hurry.
Yeah, he might have time now.
So Shively to kick, back deep to return. We'll find out here as it'll be
21-7. So
it'll be Grant Yaden and Jabez Yarber. Jabez Yarber, and Grant Yaden.
are back for the comments.
And these two guys got a lot of speed. Yaden especially. He's a guy who can get up and go. Shively likes kicking in that direction. He sends a line drive kick, pushing it back, and it goes out the back of the end zone, and that's where this Caston offense will lead their group. Out there starting for them will be Gavin Mullenkoff in the quarterback spot with Chase Angett in the fullback. Kyle Raudebush out there with Jabez Yarber, Lucius Edson as well out in the slot-in spot. Grant Yaden in the tight end position. And then your offensive line, the center, Brody Brewer. The two guards, and Levi Martin and Cameron McFatridge. And the two tackles, Noah Hurd and Cameron Klingler. So they break the huddle, start from their own 20.
I'm excited to see how this front seven for Triton's defense bounces back.
Smolkoff, he'll work out of the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. He goes right to Raudebush here on the sweep play. He's going to get through, and Cole Shively dials him up, but Raudebush with some strong running, but Triton tackles him on a trio pair there as we had Esai Limler. As Cole Shively initially made the contact, but Esai Limler and Wayne Reichert took care of business.
Yeah, I mean, looked like Wayne Reichert. Looked like Kyle was about to break one loose, but the whole Triton defense swarms to the ball and break one tackle. They're all going to be right there for you.
So second down and 9 from their own 21, a 1 yard gain on the play. Going to go to Yaden, who's going to try to get outside. Overmeyer's got a beat up, and look at Jaden Overmeyer getting his hands in there. And it's a fumble, and back go the Trojans. Dante Workman takes the fumble recovery in for a touchdown for Triton. The slingshot, 2 big plays for him in the first quarter.
I think the play's over, and you just look up, and Workman's taking it to the end zone.
All I saw was excuse me. My goodness, a whole bunch of things just happened. But Jaden Overmeyer had a good handle on the tackle. It looks like he was on the 18-yard fumble recovery.
Looked like Overmeyer had a hold of him, and Cole, I mean, we couldn't see it, but I can only assume Cole just came in and punched the ball out.
So Shively now to kick it through, attempt the point after touchdown. As Triton, 2 scores on both their offensive and defensive possessions. For them, what you see there, you saw Dante work. I mean, for the tackling. But yeah, here you go. Here's where you kind of saw. But watch Overmeyer. He gets a good grab on here to the ball carrier. Watch him get through that block. Held on, and then here comes Shively, knocked it away. And Dante Workman was ready to get that one, and he was heading
quick, and
he was gone.
Dante looked down. There's the ball, picked it up, and scooped it and scored it.
And right there's a show of a player who's got a lot of experience in Dante Workman. And Dante's one guy who he has a very high IQ. He's a very smart, very instinctive player. But yet right there to know, say, hey, the play's not on. I haven't heard a whistle. Pick the ball up and go. Mm-hmm. That was a great job by him. But even better job by Overmeyer again. Overmeyer having another big game as we saw him 2 touchdowns, led the team in with a sack and fumble recovery.
Yeah,
and he had himself a week last week.
Yeah, he had one in every defensive and offensive box he could check.
But how he came off that block there, they came out to block him, but didn't quite get there. But nice move to get himself freed up. Of course, Shively again getting in there to make the tackle.
And Jabez Yarber are back for the kickoff.
So Jabez Yarber back
Cole Shively
with Yaden.
set to kick.
So Shively again patiently waits. Gets the okay. Everybody's set. And Shively sends it back the other way. Another line drive strong kick. As that'll take a few bounces and roll through the north end zone.
If you're Caston right here, you just got a next play mentality. You got to get that fumble out of your head. Yeah, you're down 2 scores, but I've seen people come down from 28.
Still a lot of football to be played.
Oh, yeah.
Starting for the defense out there for trying the 2 ends, and Pierce Brookins and Javen May along the line with Eastside Limler and Tucker the Freight Train Worsham in the middle. With Wayne Riker, Colt Reynolds, Jaden Overmeyer, Ben McFarland, and the linebacker was Shively, Workman, and Whit Hoyo, the defensive backs. Ollenkoff out of the shotgun. Sends Raudebush in motion. He's going to go back to throw. He's looking here to the near side. He's going to go on the run. He throws an intercepted. Jaden Overmeyer. Overmeyer again with another defensive turnover.
I mean, you just see Overmeyer, realizes it's a pass, drops back in coverage, realizes that's his man, looks around, sees the ball, no gloves, and catches it.
Hey, that's old school, no gloves, man. And that right there, that the town of no gloves and how he brought that together was a great job by him.
What was it, the 80s Raiders that used to use the stick 'em and got
Oh, yeah.
Fred Bolentikoff?
There you go. So first down and 10 now for Shively, as they're on the Caston 20-yard line after the the interception by Jaden Overmeyer. Whit Hoyle and Workman split out left here for Shively. Shively takes a snap. He's going to play action pass. He's going to look deep. He's going to go back to Dante Workman. And a good tackle by Caston keeps the gain short. But good hands by Dante Workman to fight through that one. hang on to it.
Yeah, it just looked like a little simple 6-yard curl route. Cole went through his progression, saw Dante wide open on the left side, hit him, and got about a 3-yard gain. Yeah, 3-yard gain.
So 2nd down and 7 now. He's going to have to do it with his phone. He's going to have to connect. It's no big hurry. He's got to focus on that. Maddox Denny in the tight end spot. Out to the right-hand side. Shy the back of the shotgun. 2nd down and 6. Shively plants his feet, but here comes. I believe that was. No, I'm pretty sure that was a nice free rush there by Javis Yarber. Knocked it free, but Triton fell on him. Lucky right there, but watch Shively stand still here.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to step into the pocket right there once he sees the people coming in, and if not, he just needs to get it out quicker.
But that was a good pursuit there by the cast. I told you this cast in front. I mean, this is a group that can get penetration and can get in there and fight with you in the trenches. But you saw
Caston just said
Yarber come through with a good strip.
Yeah, Caston just came in with a surprise blitz on 2nd down, and Cole didn't see it in time, and luckily Triton got back on the ball.
Shiva getting out 3rd down. He's going to keep and try to go up the middle, and that Caston defense hanging on tight, and that's going to force 4th down on a good stand by the keeper by Cole Shively. Molkoff says he has it. Well, the keeper with Shively stays. So 4th down and 11 for Shively, and plenty of room for him as he broke the school record with 40. So the first week he tied it with 39, but then he broke it last week with the 40-yarder.
4th and 6 with the ball at
Coach Whitaker sees that they're down in their own red zone, so he's going to go for it. I kind of like that move here early to go for it. You got some momentum.
Yeah, I mean,
go for it.
If you got them down, it's football. You got to keep kicking them while they're down. I mean, that's not the way you want it to go, but that's just the reality.
Timeout as Whitaker not liking how everybody was lined up. But yeah, you go back in Caston. I mean, yeah, you've got a couple mistakes, but this is a group here. What always impresses me about Caston, yes, they don't have the numbers, but their heart and how these guys work and play is something truly inspiring to watch them play football. And I love watching what the Caston players compete.
Oh, yeah, going into Caston week, they don't got the numbers, but, man, playing center, do they fire off the ball and hit you? Like, even the littlest guys. I remember my senior year, they put the littlest dude on me, and he's shooting right towards my hip every time, and that's just what they do. They fire off every single play.
And if they can get you to keep things where they're at and they kind of make it a back-and-forth battle in the trenches type of game, this is a group that can do a lot of nice things. And this group here, you still got a couple quarters yet. Nope, the game ain't over. It's a long way from over. This Caston team is a team that defensively can keep themselves in. Just the offense has to catch up to that defense. And that's, like I said, they've got athletes that can move on that offensive side as well.
Looks like even after the timeout, Whitaker's still doubling down and going for it.
All right, 4th down and 6 from the 17 for Shively. I formation. Whithoyle split out to the right side. Shively, play action fake. He's going to keep it on the quarterback's jumps outside. Shively has a head of steam, and Shively goes through a late flag coming in from this side of the field. And I think it's going to be a 15-yard penalty coming up here.
I can assume either blocking the back or holding.
Of course, our officiating crew tonight is Jeff Dunham, Pete Listinsky, Matt Newman, Joe Schrader, and Matt Wyrick. There's our officiating crew. Thank you to them for being here tonight. Always appreciate our officials. Not a job I want. So a block in the back on the Trojans, so that'll march it back.
Not what you want on a 4th down at all. I say at this point, with Shively already hitting a 40-yarder last week, 4th and 11, it looks like he's sitting in the field goal unit.
Something must have happened because Tucker Worsham, I believe, just changed his number.
Rip jersey.
I'm going to guess so. So the freight train's now wearing number 80.
Yeah, they might line him up at tight end.
So Riffle to hold, Birkins to kick. It's going to be about a 33-yarder. Plenty of range for Cole Shively. Ball's down, holds good. Shively with a nice high kick, plenty of distance, and it splits it. And Triton, with another score, adds 3 more to their first quarter total.
Looks like he could have made that from 50.
Well, he was out here earlier in the game. He was kicking. He hit one from 55. He drilled one from 55. Dude. Kenny, we saw it.
Yep.
Now, it got there, but it wasn't quite a big booming kick, but it was a straight level kick. But even when he kicked from the 50, that ball was high and had plenty of distance. He could have hit 55 no problem.
I mean, doesn't have to look beautiful as long as it goes in,
Hey, as long as it splits the uprights, it don't matter how it got there as long as it splits.
Bears fans know a little too much about that, though.
Careful now. Cade might get his feelings hurt.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to be able to talk to each other next week. It's Raiders versus Broncos.
We'll talk. I may not be happy, but we'll talk. We'll see.
We may not want to, but, you got to do what you got to do.
Shively now to kick. But going back like this team here for this Triton team, what's so impressive about them is, they're competitive. These guys are competitors. And in the upstairs, the mentality and the belief and the confidence in themselves. It's not a cockiness. It is a confidence that not just in their own ability, but as a group. They're confident together, and that really makes this a tough team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I only played with the seniors now on the team, so I can't talk for freshmen through juniors. But when this senior class was freshmen, it was one of, especially Shively, Pierce Brookins especially, and Tucker Warsham, Kenny.
Well, never mind. Tucker must have a jersey. Now, who's wearing number 80 then?
First and 10 for the Comets.
He must have changed back.
What?
I could have sworn that Tucker was wearing number 70.
I saw it too. Let's see if there's an 80 on the sideline.
I don't see one.
Me neither.
So he must have had a quick change. All right. So first down and 10 for the 20 for the Comets. Smolenkoff works on the shotgun. Anget on his right hip. Or excuse me, that is not Anget. Back out there is Yarber. And Yarber's got ahead of steam. I told you this Caston team can get out and scoot. And Yarber with a nice run there.
Yeah, if you're Triton, just because you're up 17 doesn't mean you've already won the game. It's still only the first quarter with 7:46 left. And you saw right there, like I said, Caston will never give up. And you just saw their line absolutely destroy Triton's front seven, and he broke out for a
Like I said, something that's always impressed me with that group is they don't quit. There is no quit in this team. That's why I always love watching these Caston teams play. So now first down and 10 if they move the chains that one on from their own 34 for Molenkoff out of the shotgun. Goes back to Yarber. Yarber, he's going to try to get outside. And here comes the Cyclone, Esai Limler with the tackle.
amazing pursuit by Esai Limler.
And Esai, what he does to the line and how he can bend and twist and go, it looks like a cyclone because when he gets done, there's a wreckage on the way there.
Like a tornado through a trailer park.
Like I said, that kid can move. Second down and 14 for the 4-yard loss on the play for the Comets. One wide receiver split to either side of Molenkoff. He goes back to work. Back to Yarber. Yarber's trying to get on the outside, and the torpedo, Colton Reynolds, and I got a torpedo and you got a missile between Reynolds and Reichert on the tackle.
Triton's looking like the U.S. Navy out there, huh?
I'm telling you right now, you got a torpedo with Reynolds. He kind of hides like those submersible torpedoes when they get fired from a battleship. You don't know where he's going to be, but he's there.
Yeah, Reynolds, he's quiet, and the next thing you know, he's right there.
Boom! I mean, he's one of them stealthy torpedoes that can get there and take care of business. I love watching this young tackling machine here for the Trojans.
Reynolds getting up to the line.
Triton showing Blett's going to try to gauge it. Molenkoff over the middle. Good pass there as he gets that one to complete to Yaden. What a nice play there for the Caston.
Triton just sent an all-out blitz. Gavin noticed it, dished it up through the seams, and got a first down off of it.
So it's going to be fourth down and 2.
Saw the wrong sticks.
Did that last week. It's contagious.
Sorry, we're even now.
There we go. So Caston going to go for it, and I think that's a good move by them for them. Yes, you're down the scoreboard, but right here showing belief in your players because they made some really nice plays here on this drive.
Yeah, Caston's looking real good this drive.
Yarber trying to get through, and he's got through. It's going to be just, I think they're going to give it to him.
The far marker looks like he gave it to him, but the closer one's kind of more in.
Thanks where they're going to go because they're kind of marked, not quite lined up.
Looks like they're going to give it to him.
It's going to be first and 10. If you go off the ref here in the front, they're going to give it to him. Okay, so first and 10. There we go. That's another first down here on this drive for Caston.
I mean, yeah, if you're Caston, that's all you want. First down after first down after first down. So next thing you know, you're over that white goal line. 3 to 4 yards every play is all you need. If you do that, you're getting a first down regardless.
Exactly. As long as you're going in plus yardage, you're doing just fine. They got to get it. Oh, they got there in a hurry. Molenkoff goes to Anget. Anget trying to find his way through, and here comes a whole host of Trojans, and a holding call, I believe, will bring that one back. It looks like Esai Limler got held by Levi Martin, and that's what it is.
Good swarm by the Trojan defense to get there before he even got to the line of scrimmage.
And last week you saw that. I mean, against a very tough, a very strong LaVille team. This Triton team, the pursuit, the team tackling. One guy there, he's just holding the nail till the hammer gets there, and then that's the whole team coming on one shot.
Yeah, Triton is finally playing like the hammer, not the nails anymore, and they're finally seeing what happens when you do that.
A long conversation here is still haven't picked the flag up yet.
Well, the main ref threw it.
Oh, I guess everything's marked up. I mean, Coach Stewart's got to be happy with his defense. I mean, this group here is a group that's hungry, and they want that ball.
I mean, yeah, you know, Caston's gotten 2 first downs this drive, and you see Triton's defense still flying every single play. They're not feeling like they're getting backed in the corner at all.
Alex Brown on the defensive line now for the Trojans, trying to bull his way through. And Yaden didn't quite get back. I don't know. He might be short on the play.
Crisscross play by Caston. Fooled me at first.
Yeah, I was watching. I thought the ball's coming right towards us.
Yeah, just good disciplined defense by Triton to stay home on that backside.
So 2-yard gain on the play. Couldn't quite tell. Everybody just kind of parted, didn't know where they finished up at. But Alex Brown was part of that group where they're on that right side that kind of clogged up the lanes. Hensley and Overmeyer, the 2 outside linebackers, showing they're going to rush. Molenkoff trying to go. Eastside Lindler trying to get there. Here comes Overmeyer. Eastside Lindler, the cyclone, rips him to the ground.
Just a rollout to the right side of the offense, and nothing was open downfield.
But the pursuit by Eastside Lindler, like I said, it's like he's a cyclone for a reason. This guy just rips his way through and creates destruction on his way to a tackle.
Yeah, you could tell that pulling blocker just didn't even phase him. He just put his arm out, got him out of the way, and made the sack.
It's Cohen Hensley and Overmeyer switch sides. Quick conversation between the 2 middle linebackers and Reynolds and Riker. But I like that. Look at the communication of that linebacking crew going up to the defensive line. I like seeing that. 3rd down and 20 now. Molenkoff going to go right back to Yaden, and Yaden gets there, but it looks like Reynolds and Overmeyer in on the tackle.
I've never seen a play like that.
Like I said, the way they run their offense, it is very creative, and I like watching it. It's different, but at the same time, it is very good. And they can execute. This group here, if they can get their self and get some traction here, this is a team that can really move the ball. They got a lot of athletes, but these guys are strong. They're tough-minded. They get that execute. They get a free look. They're gone.
Yeah, I mean, one thing about Caston, though, that I've always noticed is they are a very well-disciplined team.
Holds good. Weichert almost gets there. It's an end over end. Workman's going to let it take a bounce. He's going to let it roll. Workman's going to pick it up. He's going to fall down on about the 29-yard line is where Cole Shively and company will lead their offense.
Yeah, it just kind of sounded like he kind of hit the ball odd by the sound of the kick. But still, good punt, good roll. Got him down to the 29.
So Maddox Denny back in the tight end spot for Triton. As Overmeyer gets a break. And Overmeyer just impressed me. You talk about a kid that can kick on the Jets in a hurry and get where he gets to point A to point B. Not too much time, tallies off.
Yeah, Overmeyer's proven he's a person you got to reckon with on this Triton team.
Woodhoyle split out left for Shively. Goes right up to Wayne Reichert, and the missile rumbles his way forward for a nice gain on first down of a few yards. And Reichert was one who was the leading rusher last week in that game against LaVille.
Yeah, Reichert really impressed me last week with how hard he runs the ball.
You know, you look at that, you got 3 guys over 100 yards rushing on the season with Shively, Prater, and Reichert, 136 to 158 amongst those trio coming into tonight's game.
I mean, that's what you want as a team. You want it to spread out. You just don't want to have one player getting everything.
Shively, here comes the pressure. He's going to have to escape away. Yarborough trying to get there. Shively's trying to find the edge, and Caston seals it off, and because it's a short game, so 3rd down will come up now for the Trojans.
Looks like he got about a yard on that.
But good pursuit by Yarborough. He got through there, man. Had to make Shively make him uncomfortable. Got out there, Shively, but then again, Cole Shively doesn't panic too much. The kid never panics. Found the edge, tried to get himself there, but turned something. You know, he turned nothing into something, kept the ball moving. Good play there by Shively.
Yeah, I mean, he just got out of the play action, and Caston defender was right there and just right in his face, and there's not much you can do right there as a quarterback besides what Cole did, just try to make a play out of it.
So 3rd down and 6 from their own 33 for Shively. Split backs in the backfield. And a
false start on Triton.
start.
Looked like Overmeyer went to the left.
Delay of game is what it will be called.
Oh.
Didn't get the play off in time.
3rd and 11.
Delay a game by the Trojans. Moves them back 5 yards.
So Workman and Prater now will rotate in.
3rd and 11 from the 20.
Beautiful night for football.
Oh, it's a great night for football. And you
A
get-
lot better than last week.
Oh my goodness! I'll tell you what. I think we're a lot closer with those people at LaVille. After
Yeah.
we were all sandwiched in that thing for 4 quarters.
Man,
And the sun coming into making a nice fish bowl in there. And
good thing none of us were claustrophobic.
yeah.
Might as well be related now, as close as we all were up in that press box. It was a fun night though. Shively, here we go. He's going to roll left. Here comes the pressure. Stops. Goes back away. He's got Dante Workman by himself. Workman hauls it in. Dante Workman's got room on the sideline. Dante Workman gets tripped up, and then he slingshots his way all the way to 20. Engage that one for Dante Workman. Watch him take off here.
Cole rolls out to the left. Nowhere to go on the left. Stops in the middle. Sees Workman wide open on the right side. Hits him. Little underthrown, but you see Landon just pursuing him right there. That's that never give up mentality.
But going back, Dante Workman starting on the left sideline. He really kind of just slithered his way through the defense and opened himself up. No one saw where he was at. That was a great recognition by good drawn up play, but great recognition by Cole Shively. Not to panic, saw the pressure coming, but delivered a nice ball. 1st down and 10 on the 20 as Triton rolling here in this first quarter. Split backfield for Shively. Goes outside to Vinny Prater. Follows his blocker. The Stallion's free. The gates are open, and he gets back again for another touchdown for Vinny Prater.
Outside pitch to Prater. Good blocking on the outside by Tanner Whithoya. You know, you don't get a lot of receivers that block like that, and you just see him.
Ben McFarland really sealed the edge there as the fireworks go off. And another touchdown for the Stallion here tonight. He's a guy you can't leave the gate open because he'll find the back corner of the pasture in a hurry.
Yeah, he's another one. You know, he's not the thickest dude, but, man, when he hits you, it feels like a brick wall plowing right through you.
He's got superhuman speed.
He only knows 100% all the time.
Holds down. Shively drives another one. That one is good. The Triton moms would like to thank the following businesses for donating towards team meals, player equipment, and the various needs of the football program. Remax with Anna Gilsinger, Reichert Net, Back 40 Shooting Clays, Dynamic Fleet, Ruoff Mortgage, Whitney Swanson, Right Way Auto, Fuller Cup, Deaton Clemens Funeral Home, and Harmony Marketing Group. The Triton football team would also like to thank Tim Shively, Shively Freezer Beef, for the fireworks this year and the time and effort of the fireworks production crew, Chad Stepp, Gavin Stepp, Shane and Christina McIntyre, McLean Midaw, John Gamala, and Riley Miller. This means so much to the community and mostly the football team, but I'll tell you what, those fireworks, I love that tradition because it's just like down at IU when it's not raining and they get to fire the cannon.
It must not have town stirred up. They must be used to it. No comments.
Nope.
So
it's,
we're pretty good there. So
I'm just jealous. Like, why didn't they do that when I was in high school?
hey, you know, welcome to getting older because all the cool things happen after we're done. You know, that's just how it happens.
I know I leave, and I still got a younger sister at school, and she's telling me all this. I'm like, whoa.
Dude, it's just like I move out. Mom and Dad got satellite TV. Didn't have that. We had the Farmer 5, and then it's when you leave is when cool things start to happen. I'm just telling you, get used to it.
I know. I go to college, I come back, the freezer's full.
There you go. Shively now to send it away. Triton leads 24-0. 2 running touchdowns for Vinny Prater here in this first quarter. Shively, high kick, end over end, and Caston will let it go out the back of the end zone for a touchback, and they'll bring their offense back, which they did a lot of things nice in that last offensive series. They had to punt it, but yet they moved the chains twice. We saw some nice passing plays, and they're mixing it up with a run, but this is a group, they start getting in gear here. This is a group that can find the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Caston, you got to look at the big gains you had on a run to the outside. You got to look at the good stuff in this game. And just last drive, they shot themselves in the foot with the holding call. But if I was them, I'd come out with that mentality like, we just got like 3 first downs on them. We can do this.
Mollenkoff now out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 from his own 20. Sends Raudebush in motion, but I think they tried to. I couldn't. Somebody.
yeah, it's all right there in the middle.
Yaden got on the sweep to the left, and Triton shut it off, and Esai Limler again and Cole Shively both in on the tackle. Caden, you did a good job leaving it there. I just couldn't tell who had the ball.
Yeah, it's like I think it's spinning. Oh no, go right, left. No, center. Oh no, now it's done center.
Yeah, I was like, is he ever going to hand it off? Because he faked it once, faked it twice, and then gave it back.
I'll tell you,
they wrapped him up around 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but he fought just to make about 2 yards.
You know, this is a well-coached team. A team, you know, like I said, these guys, they are very creative on the offensive side, and it's fun to watch. Yarber on the left hip of Molenkoff. And that's where they'll go right up the gut. And it looks like in on the tackle was Pierce Brookins. And it looked like the torpedo man got a hand on his foot on the way through the line. And Colton Reynolds, who's the team's leading tackler coming into tonight.
Yeah, Yarber got the handoff. There was the Red Sea split open, and he hit it. Just great pursuit by Triton's defense.
Pierce Brookins came in with 10 tackles on the season. And, of course, like I said, Colton Reynolds leading the way with 14 and Shively with 11. But tackles for loss, it's a battle for with 3 apiece with Overmeyer and Reynolds. Of course, Overmeyer had 2 of those last week. Molenkoff, the quarterback's going to keep it, work himself to the left side, trying to cut back. Good movement there by Molenkoff and gets brought down by Alex Brown, but a first down for the Comets.
See, that's all you're looking for when you're casting, just that one play that will give you that momentum, that confidence to keep going. And if you saw that, he was running outside and made a great cut inside to get him that first down.
And like I said, Molenkoff, watch this team on film this week. This is a group. He's an athletic quarterback. You got to keep them contained because they can get off chunk yards as you just saw there.
Yeah.
So Caston settles in now on their own 39. Triton on the defensive side. 12 seconds to go here in the quarter. Molenkoff is going to go to Yarber. Yarber's going to go out to the left side. He's got some space. Yarber with the first down, looks like, for the Comets. Back-to-back first down runs as we will head our way into the second quarter as Triton leads 24-0. At least it should once they said it. I would think you let the clock run out.
Yeah, they just got to wait for the
Yep.
chains to get set to start the clock.
So that'll do it for the first quarter. Triton putting up 3 scores into the end zone and 1 field goal, but with a defensive touchdown, 2 Vinny Prater rushing touchdowns, and a Dante Workman catch and scamper. Oh, no, he didn't. I'm sorry. I had that right.
Scoop and score.
Scoop and score with that one. And, of course, a big kick from Cole Shively dropped it in. So Triton leads 24-0. The Triton Blue Slam volleyball team will be having a fundraiser featuring Bruce's Big Grill Barbecue on Saturday, September 9th from 11 to 2 in the Triton High School parking lot. Ticket price is $12, and the meal is to include a pulled pork barbecue sandwich, chips, and water. Desserts are also available with donation upon picking up your meal. All proceeds from the fundraiser will benefit the Triton Varsity Volleyball program. Thank you for supporting your Lady Big Blue Slam. Of course, we got some people watching. We gave Ken Workman a shout-out. Don Bell was here tonight watching. Give Don a shout-out. I know he's probably back watching this already. And, of course, Danny gets her shout-out as usual. And I know Jax is watching because he has his football and he practices during games. I'm telling you.
Ready to go.
I'm not sure I want to be broadcast when he plays.
Hey, I remember those days as a kid. You get behind the bleachers, find someone who has a football, and you run 7-on-7.
Well, I'm telling you, he keeps.
Until you get in trouble by one of the faculty members.
Yeah, you get a little too rough.
Well, are they going to throw anything up to us?
I don't know. I'm going to talk to these cheerleaders one of these days. I'm pretty sure they could get up here and through one of these windows.
You got to put your hands out, hope to make the catch, you know?
I got good hands. I caught a volleyball on Tuesday night, and I got hit in the head twice.
So you got good hands, just not good reflexes.
Oh, no, the reflexes were there. I just didn't see the ball coming. Addison threw me a volleyball when they're just starting line, so I caught it.
At least you didn't spike it to you.
Oh, Alex Brown with a nice play to get his hand up. It's up high. Hoyle almost brought it in with one hand, but Alex Brown with a nice play there. Jumped and threw off the quarterback. Watch Alex Brown right here, number 54, bust his way through.
Gets in there right away. Nice little pump fake, and he just got that ball off. I mean, that's what you want. You know, not right to the Triton defender. Luckily, he dropped it for Caston, but that's what you want. Instead of 2nd and 19, it's 2nd and 10.
Now, how much fun is it? Because I played baseball. How much fun is it to try to look at the sideline when the sun's in your eyes? Is it almost as fun as broadcasting was last week?
Well, it depends what you're doing. Are you catching or are you pitching? Or are you playing right field?
I played outfield when it's sunny out. Molenkoff, quick hitter there to the near side. It wrapped up quickly as Tannerwood Hoyle wraps up. I believe it was Edson on the catch.
Quick 5-yard curl route.
But, hey, like I said, this Cast team, there's a lot of things they can run out of that offense, and you see them moving the ball very well in this drive.
Yeah, they just got confidence from their last drive that they had. They realized that they shot themselves in the foot. Triton didn't beat them that drive, and they're coming out and showing that they can drive down this field if they really want to.
Lance Hanna will bring the play out for the Comets. As the Comets with a lot of confidence going into this 3rd down and 5. One wide receiver split to either side of Molenkoff. Takes the snap. Play action fake. He's going to roll to his left. Here comes the Reynolds, but couldn't quite get there. And Eastside Lim of the Cyclone again wraps him up. 4th down coming up, no gain on the play.
You know, this game kind of reminds me of Iowa State game. Just corn boys going at it.
Hey, I'll tell you what, you got farm kids all over the place out there on that field. And that'll send the punt team out. But Molenkoff, I mean, it was a good initial play. But, Reynolds got there, really busted the seam, but nice play by Molenkoff to get himself some nice footwork to get himself some more yards, but an even better play by Eastside Limler.
Yeah,
So back to kick will be Levi and Martin. And Dante Workman back deep to return inside his own 10. Low kick. It'll bounce just past the 20, and Workman will let it. And it'll take a cast and roll all the way down to the 10, is where Shively and company will lead their way back out onto the field.
Yeah, way to get away from that ball by Workman, because I've gone a little too close to a ball, and Whitaker never is too happy about that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of people nervous. My Denver Broncos can't seem to figure that out either. At least not in the last 5 years.
Sorry, at least you don't get a new coach every year. I mean, maybe the last 3 years, but.
I don't know. You don't last more than 2 years apparently now, so hey, it's all right.
It's like Peyton Manning took all the success with him when he left.
It's all right. We got shot. Third Peyton's a charm. Third Peyton's a charm. All right, so Shively under center, 1st down and 10 from his own 10. I formation. Shively goes up the middle, and Wayne Reichert gets a few yards on the carry there.
Good tackle by Kyle right there.
Like I said, watching this cast team, they can wrap up that linebacking crew. That second level, like I said, you got to get there because those guys are very good at tackling in the open field.
Oh, yeah. Caston always has good linebackers. I remember when I played them my senior year, they had a guy named Sam Smith. And
oh, yes.
Even if he breathed near you, you were going down. That's just – he never lost any tackles.
Him and Shane Lobb, those two guys, I love watching them play. They were that was a good duo there. Split backfield for Shively, 2nd down and 8. Goes right back to Vinny Prater, and Prater gets a couple yards on the carry.
This Caston front 7 is playing phenomenal this drive, these last 2 plays.
They're not quite getting there to make the tackle, but yet they're giving their linebacking core a chance by getting their hands out, trying to trip up the ball carrier so that next group can get in there and bring them down. So 3rd down and 5 for Shively. As Kenny works with the...
Yeah, we're not getting our second feed camera to stay consistent. Just wanting to chop in and out.
Shively out of the... goes back to work under center. Goes outside to Prater. Prater trying to cut back in. Prater gets wrapped up.
Is he down?
I think he's down. I think he's going to be a couple yards shy of the 1st down. And on goes the kick team.
So many jerseys out there, you couldn't tell where he was at the end of the play.
So right here, if you're Caston, hey, you just forced a 3 and out on a team that put points upon you. Right here, we've got confidence to get a good return and try to let our offense take it back in and try to get one in the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first stop you get as a defense, and it's a 3 and out as well. That's just such a big confidence booster regardless of the score.
Job is Yarber back deep to return. Shively's got a leg. High snap up over his head, and it will be a safety, and the Comets are on the board.
Similar to last week, just snapped it right over his head to the back of the end zone.
It's too high to corral that one.
Right there as a long snapper, you just got to get your butt down a little bit more. That's one thing I noticed when I was doing this. If my butt was high, it was going over Lucas's head every day of the week. But when I got that butt low, it was right to the chest or it rolled to him.
There you go. Words from a guy that's been there. I wasn't there.
The scariest long snap I ever did was when we played Bremen and we were down at the 1. My legs were shaking. I was like, don't send this over his head. Don't send this over his head.
So a turnover with the 2 points now. Caston now on the board. And Yaden and Yarber back deep to return. And Shively now will kick. Which, of course, if you see that in pro, or I believe, does college do the punt too? I know pros they do a punt after a safety. High school you kick like a kickoff. So it's back further.
Safeties are so rare, I barely ever see it.
Shively drives it. It's going to hook towards the far side, but Yaden's going to pick it up inside the 30, about the 28. He'll take off. Yaden's got the sideline. Yaden on his feet. Yaden's still going, and the Comets with a nice return into Triton territory.
Amazing return by Yaden. He found the sideline and just exploited it and cut in, and luckily they tripped up his ankles to make the tackle. See right there, he just finds the seam up up the side and just keeps going, cuts it inside, follows his blockers. Can't really tell who made the tackle, but great tackle by Triton to stop that punt return.
So first down and 10 from the Triton 35-yard line for the Comets as they're driving here after a nice return on the play. Yarber goes out to the right side. He's got space. He's trying to get, but a tackle there by the torpedo. Colton Reynolds in on the tackle.
One thing I'm noticing about this Triton defense this last 2 weeks is when the player's on the ground who just ran the ball, all 11 Triton players are on top of him right there.
Colt Reynolds, I tell you what, this kid's tackling ability has just impressed me more and more each and every game. Watching him on film, I told Jack, said, I want you to tackle like that. You tackle just like him.
Jack could probably come out here and play right now.
I don't know. He keeps getting taller. I just sent him over to the Warsham's house so he can keep a little. He's going to have to eat a little bit better.
Either that or the shoes.
One or the other. And it's a fumble. Triton saying they have it, and they do, and a fumble recovery by the Trojans. That's their second fumble recovery of the night.
I don't know if we'll get a catch because the way that is so far inside there.
And it looks like Colton Reynolds in there. Colton Reynolds, I do believe, initially on the tackle. He might have been down.
Oh, there's no replay in high school.
He might have been close, but Colton Reynolds again in on the tackle.
Yeah,
he just got that right hip down before he stretched it across there.
It's just ref was just at a bad angle to see it.
He's looking into the sun too as well. But I mean, we get the instant replay up here. We saw, but he got his leg down, but a good tackle there by Colton Reynolds now. 3rd down and 10 from the Triton 35-yard line for the Comets. 3rd down and 9 from the 29.
That ref's out there playing right field.
Man in motion. As Rigney on the carry. It looks. And it looks like Brookins was in on the tackle.
Couldn't really tell. There's so many jerseys over there.
Excuse me, Eastside Luminar Call gets credit for the tackle.
It's one thing you hate as a commentator, see so many jerseys, you can't see what happened, but it's another thing for a coach. You love to see that.
So Rigney, so now 4th down and 5 after the 4-yard carry. And now Yaden is the quarterback.
A little Wildcat action.
At least it looked it was offset, so the Comets will take their first timeout for Coach Ulrich.
Taking a page out of the Miami Dolphins playbook.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, they beat the Patriots doing it, so.
Well, Kenny, you beat me to it, so here's our schedule coming up.
Yep, there. So we had that South Central and then a tough loss up there at LaVille. Of course, tonight's game, Caston. And then we'll be back here next Friday night with the Bremen. And then we'll go on the road there at Culver and Pioneer. And then back finishing up the home stretch there at with North Judson on the 29th. And then those last 2 away games, both Knox and at Winnemac, finishing out that season. And then that sectional 41, October 20th, once they get that draw done, usually about that that week just ahead of that last game. So there's and the biggest note there is when we are back here with North Judson here later week, that is a 7:30 start time, and then we're at Knox is a 7:30 start time, but the rest of them all be that 7 o'clock normal start time like tonight.
When are they doing the conference realignment?
That is starts next year. So Yaden in the quarterback spot goes to Raudebush. He's going to try to find this near side edge. He tries to find his way through. And they got her. They got her. First down for the Comets. Move the chains.
Well,
For a Comet first down.
That was a good play. You had Yaden in the quarterback spot and used Raudebush to go to the outside. Like I said, there's athletes all over the place here for this Caston team. Like I said, a group you can't give them any space because they can get out and run.
23-yard line. 1st and 10 Comet.
1st and 10 now from the Triton 23. Just outside 7 minutes to go in the ball game.
Mollenkoff lining up at tight end. Right side tight
So
end.
again, Yaden's going to keep. He's going to roll right. He looks to throw. He's going to jump throw. He's got a man down the field, and Mollenkoff has got a Caston touchdown from 23 yards away.
They made a quarterback change. Triton didn't know how to adjust to it. Rolled out to the right, and Grant Yaden just found Mollenkoff wide open down the field. Heck of a throw by him too, with a Triton defender on his hip.
Like I told you, these Caston boys are strong, and they got through for a touchdown. But right there, Triton was looking and thinking, well, you got Yaden. He didn't think he was going to throw the ball, but yet they honed in on the ball carrier, but left that open pocket. That was a good find by Yaden.
Oh, amazing find by him. And just like that, Looks like they're about to attempt a PAT, hopefully make this game 24-9. And just like that, Caston scores 9 points. A safety by Triton and a quick touchdown right after the safety.
Well, and for them, like you said, they get there's moments. They're making the most. Like I said, it's a lot of football to be played yet in this group here. So there is no quit in this Caston team.
Yep.
And
Too many moving, or did he get delay?
It might have been an illegal sub because they were already set when they subbed them.
Illegal substitution. So that'll move it back. So we'll see what there. Look like they'll still attempt to kick. Molenkoff keeps the tee. So Yaden to hold.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen Caston kick a PAT.
And Duval to snap.
Illegal substitution on the comments. We're going to attempt the extra point again.
So I'll move it back just a little bit.
26-yard PAT.
All right.
We saw longer in the game against LaVille last year.
Oh, yeah. Molenkoff now to kick. Yaden to hold. Snaps down. Hold is good. And Shively got a piece of it. And that the PAT is no good as Triton now leads 24-8. Look, watch Shively bust his way through and get a hand up.
Charlie just comes from the outside. Looks like he gets his ring finger on it, and that's all you need on a field goal.
All he needs to get a finger on and knock her down. So Caston punches it in on a nice passing play from Yaden to Molenkoff. And now Triton will go back to return in their own north end zone.
If you're Caston, you just want to keep riding this momentum that you got right now. 7 minutes still left in the first half. Down 16, that's only 2 possessions right there.
And, and
you start off with ball in the second half. Get a stop right here, touchdown.
They forced Triton on that 3 and out when they were back deep in Triton deep in their own territory. That was kind of things you want to see. Of course, appreciate Kenny and Orion. I know they're kind of troubleshooting some things. And
that one feed.
You think it's the feed, or do you think it's just losing connection up there?
I think it's out there. He says his monitor looks fine, but something with the transmitter. So I think at halftime we'll change transmitters out down there, so then maybe we can get
tinfoil, stand on your left leg, and stick out your tongue to the north, and you get the right reception. Only certain people know how those rabbit ears work. You never got to experience the rabbit ears. And let me tell you, if Jesse will sit just right, I could get Indiana Pacer games from Indianapolis. You guys think I'm kidding? We used to hang them out the window so we could get those games from Indianapolis.
Oh, it's so easy now to watch whatever.
I know. Nobody has to really fight for reception. Molenkoff kicks it, goes over the second level. Overmeyer takes it inside the 25, but his knee will touch. They're going to call that a kneel down.
Caught it with his knee on the ground. If you're trying right here, you need to step back, take a deep breath, calm down, and relax.
And, go back to what was working. If you're the offensive line, okay, pay attention to the details. Move your guy in front of you. Yes, they have a very good front seven, but move your guy in front of you. You did a good job against LaVille. Open up those running lanes. If you're those running backs, got to be patient, find the hole, then accelerate.
And if you're Caston, you just do exactly what you did last drive, and everything's going to work out.
7 minutes to go here before the half. 1st and 10 from their own 45 as Shively goes to work. I formation backfield. Jaden Overmeyer, the back, then the tailback spot. McFarland in the wing back position. Maddox Denny in the tight end spot. Goes up to Wayne Reichert, and Reichert gets hit by Yaden, gets up there on the tackle.
Triton just needs to get to that second level because these middle backers for Caston right now are just having a heyday.
And they're doing a good job up in that front line. They're opening up things for their linebackers, and you play in that linebacker spot. If your front line's giving you that kind of a look, you guys, linebackers can eat all day.
Oh, yeah, as a linebacker, you read guard to back, and right now that's exactly what these linebackers are doing. If you watch, they're not waiting forever to make a read. They're going straight where they see the ball.
Overmeyer in motion. Riker trying to find his way through, and Radebush wraps him up for the tackle, and 3rd down and 9 coming up.
Caston playing phenomenal defense right now. These middle backers.
Reichert slowed up. Looks like he might have an issue with his shoulder. Hope Wayne's all right. As Connor Stetzel will now come in and take over the possession. Connor Stetzel, a young man who has really earned his spot, earned his playing time. You want to talk about a kid that can do the work in it, put the work in. Connor Stetzel's that young man, and he does a very nice job. So good substitution there for him as he'll get a chance.
I'd watch out for Jabez Yarber, too, because he was kind of shaken up after that play as well.
Shiley has to show some footwork off. Deep to Tanner Whithoyo, and Whithoyo rolls it in! Tanner Whithoyo with a big catch and run on a nice pass from Cole Shively.
Beautiful play by Shively. Does the play action, sees the defender right there, jukes him out.
And Tanner Hoyle with the trust. He caught it over the shoulder. See if Caden got it.
Has time in the pocket.
Really close, just
right there. Just watch that. Perfect. Right in the bread basket. Good catch by Tanner Hoyle.
I mean, there's just nothing better you can do on that play if you're Triton, and there's nothing else you can do if you're Caston right there. Just Cole delivered a perfect pass, and Tanner Hoyle brought it in. But great tackle. Great tackle by Gage right there to not let him get that touchdown.
Good job, Caden, with the camera angle. Shively out of the shotgun. Goes to look left. Hoyle runs the hitch route, comes back to him, and he gets a nice catch. It's going to be close to a first down. Might be a yard shy, but they might give it. It was close. But back-to-back good catches from Tanner Hoyle, but that one up over the shoulder. That was good concentration on the hands there. Confident and strong with those. That was a great play by Tanner Hoyle. But but an even better throw by Cole Shively.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what you practice in the summer when you're just running through the plays, kind of goofing around. You just throw those long balls, and eventually you're going to get those reps, and it's showing that they do that in practice.
2nd down and 1 now after the back-to-back catches from Tanner Hoyle.
If you're Caston's defense right here, don't get down on yourself.
Shively going to carry the quarterback, keep trying to swither his way through, but Caston's front line slows him down, but it's enough for a first down, and Triton moves the chains.
First down.
And what goes back to impress me, I've got the opportunity to watch Cole Shively the last 4 years throw the ball. You see the confidence, but yet the footwork. He stepped out of way, out of pressure, got himself set, delivered a nice ball. I mean, he put it right where only Tanner Hoyle can make a play on that ball, led his receiver right to the ball. He didn't throw it to the guy. He threw it up to a spot and gave Tanner Hoyle a chance to go make a catch. That was a great ball thrown by Cole Shively.
You can just tell he's a 4-year starter on varsity with that kind of throw right there.
Shively goes to Overmeyer. Overmeyer's got a look. Overmeyer spinning his way through down inside the 10-yard line.
Look at how patient Overmeyer is in the backfield. He gets the handoff, waits, finds that hole, and shoots it. Patient, finds that hole, shoots it right there.
And a good lead block there by Eastside Limit really opened the edge up for him as he took care of Yaden and got himself open for Overmeyer. Like you said, could be patient, found that hole all the way through. So 2nd down and 1 from the Caston 9-yard line as Triton's knocking on the door. Quintana split out left next to Dante Workman. Shively's going to quarterback keep in, trying to run to the left. Cuts back in. Shively, the X Factor, is going to try to, I think he punches it in from 9 yards away. Cole Shively finds pay dirt.
Goes to go run it outside. Doesn't see it outside, cuts it in, and just lowers his shoulder around the 2-yard line to really push him into that end zone right there. Every time those fireworks.
I love it.
I'm always looking at the screen, too, when it happens, so I don't see it go off.
And now Shively to kick, Riffle to hold, Brookins on the snap. Snap's good, holds down for Riffle, and then Shively will split it again. Oh, no good, looks like they might have pushed it.
Must have gone to the left.
Yeah, we lost our other camera feed. We could have seen it closer, but
I don't know. But maybe I don't know. I saw a flash of blue. Orion might have jumped up trying to go catch that one. So Triton now leads 30-8. He's looking up at here like I'm funny looking up here, but I'm telling you, one of these days you're going to see a flash of blue and Orion's going to show up with the ball. I'm just saying, it's going to happen one of these days.
he's trying to get to us, but the camera won't stay good enough to even see it.
So Triton started from their own, I believe, was that the 25 is where they started. So a 75. No.
They started at 25.
So, yeah, so a 75-yard drive, but two good, nice passes from Shively to Hoyle in that connection. Triton throwing the ball around the yard very well today. As Reichert's getting some, looks like maybe some with the wrist. As Whitaker and Callahan have a conversation. I hope Wayne's all right. He is a tough dude. But like he said, I mean, Triton, I know Wayne Reichert, he is one guy that does not want to stop playing. He is a competitor and loves to play the game of football. He just loves to compete no matter what it is. Like I said, I hope he's all right. But the nice thing for Triton, they're bringing guys in that aren't starters that are coming in the game and doing nice things with the football. Yaden takes it on his own 10. He'll take off and go. Yaden cuts up to the far side. Here comes Riffle, but who else on the tackle? Colton Reynolds and Dante Workman in on the tackle.
Man, Gage Riffle went flying down there, didn't he?
I'll tell you what, Gage Riffle, that kid, when he jumps or he moves, it's like time stands still because he is that fast. He's like the Flash. He's there.
CJ2K.
I'm just telling you, man, that guy is there. Only man faster is Trent trying to take pictures, getting in position to take pictures. Only man faster. So Yaden's going to now continue to play quarterback as that connection really worked well last time for the Comets. Going to go to Raudebush as he's going to run the sweep play left side. And Overmeyer and company is going to stop him for a short gain as the Triton defense, Alex Brown, Reynolds, Shively, everybody on the tackle. Overmeyer initially made contact, but Esai Limler was there, almost had a hand on him. Connor Stetzel's out there as well.
Yeah, if you just watch at the end of these defensive plays by Triton, you got the whole defense out there on that ball.
And that's one thing you want to see, especially on defense as a defensive coach. You want to see your guys flying to the ball. You don't want to see guys just jogging over. These guys are flying to the football.
Yeah. You don't want to see guys being, oh, well, they got it.
Exactly.
Because you never know. You could be that guy that gets it when they break the tackle.
So Limler will split out. Alex Brown in on the interior. Yaden going to roll right, going to over Mollenkoff again. Dante Workman reaches in and knocks it away.
Double covered by Workman and Shively right there. Just looked like it was the only route out there.
I mean, Workman, watch him slingshot his way right in front of Mollenkoff. Maybe. Slingshots his way, knocks it down.
Looking like Revis Island out there.
Just telling you.
Base thing is stayed just far enough away not to get interference.
Looked like he got his arm right in between his arms, too. Great defensive play by Workman right there.
3rd down and 9 for the Comets after the incompletion. Yaden he is playing exclusively at quarterback. They're going to move Mollenkoff kind of in that wingback spot. I guess tight end. Yaden's going to keep and go up the middle, and Triton, Tucker Worsham, the freight train and company. And again, Colton Reynolds in on a tackle.
Yeah, it just looked like a motion to a QB power, and the front seven just wasn't confused by it, and they read it and gobbled it all up.
So a timeout for Triton with 2:28 to go. You know, Kenny, I'm thinking about it. Every time you see the football anywhere and you see Colton Reynolds anywhere near, it's like watching two really strong magnets. It's like he knows where it's at, and boom, he's there.
Yep, anticipating where the ball's going, not necessarily where the man's at.
But again, like I said, where the torpedo name sticks, where it fits is. Did anybody see where Colton Reynolds was on that play? No, he just ends up and he's there.
Yeah.
I'm looking for him. Oh, he's already there. I should just look for the ball carrier. Tell me where the ball's at because Colton Reynolds has got to be there.
He's the last one to get up because he's on the bottom of the pile.
Okay, you might want to move your angle there, bud. Doing all right over there? Okay. Just making sure. Your mother expects me to check numerous times a game. But Caston, I like that change to Yaden at quarterback. I mean, they did some nice things, but Triton. But this goes to their credit with Coach Stewart. They adjusted extremely well to that offense.
Oh yeah, they had Mollenkoff under center most of the game, and then last possession they switched it up and they just didn't know how to defend it. But like you said, Coach Stewart got the defense together, made some adjustments, and forced a 3-and-out. Workman
will stand on his own 47-yard line. As a high kick, Workman's going to have to backpedal, and he'll take it inside about the 39-yard line. Workman's going to try to change direction. Dante Workman's got space. Dante Workman trying to get a nice carry on his return, and he gets it all the way to the 50-yard line. What a nice job by Dante Workman. Backpedal, took the ball, made two-man miss, and found his way up to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, good turn back by Workman. He didn't decide to go east-west the whole time. He went east-west a little bit, saw the opening, and just hit it and lowered his shoulder right around the 48 to get to the 50.
So about a 10-yard, 11-yard return there for Dante Workman.
Great field position for Triton with 2:15 left on the clock.
And, of course, I heard Lindsey hollering, so I got to have to ask Dante, does that give you an extra couple little feet there every time? I'll tell you, that'd fire me up too. Lindsey hollering, and it's always good to have your parents and family member, you can hear them in the crowd. As Shively goes back to work. Shively goes back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Patient stands in the pocket, showing off the poise. Down to Dante Workman on the far side. Workman spinning his way. Strong again. And Dante Workman almost has a first down. Now, going back to summertime with Dante, he went down to that Ball State camp, and he was rated the #1 wide receiver for his class. And that just shows the work and the hard work by Dante. But for him, the confidence in his hands and his ability, he's really starting to trust what his feet can do and trust his instincts.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks for Dante that he's part of a running offense, but when they do pass that ball and they throw it to him, he makes the most of his opportunities.
Shively stands tall, couldn't quite connect with Ben McFarland. So 3rd down.
Look at how confident and calm Shively is standing in that pocket. Even with someone in his face, he's still standing there calm and delivering a pass.
And that's one thing, ice water in his veins. Shively not rushing anything, taking his time, but like you said, stands right there. He sees rush coming, and he just delivers. I mean, he just can deliver and get rid of the ball on a timely fashion.
He's one of those players that adjusted during this game because earlier in the game you could tell he's getting kind of fuddled by it.
Shively fakes the option pass, spins his way through, and he has enough for a Triton first down as they're up past the 40.
If you're Triton, you want to go.
Yeah, I
go
guess
right
now
now.
they're probably a little bit in a hurry-up mode just to keep getting moving. And
Triton's got 2 timeouts, right?
Yes, minute 33. Shively, play action fake. Here comes the pressure. Shively feels it, steps up, and a nice job by Shively. Looking downfield, he has Workman. He's going to keep it. Shively trying to work his way through, back to the middle. Shively again on his feet. Cole Shively.
Looks like his legs gave out on him. He wanted to keep going, but his legs said no.
Boy, Shively looking like a chicken standing on trying to run across some hot coals. He's just stepping and moving everywhere, and no one could catch him.
I was going to do a replay, but there wasn't going to be time.
I'm not even sure Rocky could have caught him in that run there. Shively works out back out of the shotgun. He goes back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Shively's going to step up, jump pass, but threw it down and hit the ground before it got to Dante Workman. Second down coming up. That will stop the clock with 1 minute and 6 seconds to go before halftime.
Saw Workman on the play before. That kind of looked like a Madden playmaker. You know, he ran to the sideline, his route ran out, saw no one upfield, and he ran up the field.
Exactly. These guys here, you talk about footwork and balance and how they run. That really shows off that offseason work they put in with the strength and the conditioning. This group out here looking pretty good.
And that's that good IQ by Workman, too, because he looked behind him to make sure he saw that and ran straight up the field.
Shively play action fake. Stands in the pocket. Fires across. Whit Hoyle right through his hands.
Yeah,
He knew it, too. He had a good beat on it.
I say it looked like it was right there. Just
came in a little too hot, went right through the hands.
Look how cool Shively used to stand in the pocket, threw right there, and Whit Hoyle just couldn't quite corral it.
Those are the plays you look back on and be like, are you kidding me? I dropped that one.
But, hey, he's had some nice catches there. Shively now back out of the shotgun. Here he goes again. Here comes the pressure. Shively escapes, rolls to his left. Trying to keep it himself. Shively's going to try to go outside. He's going to get out of bounds. 4th down coming up.
Triton's got to do something about that left side because he is coming in every play untouched, and Shively is not having enough time to make a play.
I mean, Levi Martin coming out of that outside linebacker spot, getting plenty of looks, and looks like the Triton kicking team might be attempting a kick here from 35 yards away.
Levi Martin is getting into that backfield every play. He's just going at it so fast. If he breaks down.
Holds down, it drives it up. Shively, the kick's long enough, and it is no good. Say left of the upright. Missed from 35. That's Shively's, I believe, first missed field goal of the season.
If you're Caston, that's exactly what you wanted right there. 55 seconds left, 2 timeouts, if I'm correct, to go down and drive down this field.
I think 2 timeouts.
I know they at least got 1.
Yeah, it's not on the board, so we're not
that's right.
keeping
Never mind.
track of it. It's internally, but we're not running it.
So the Triton defense will go back out. Brady Shue trots his way out there. He'll be right next to Tucker Worsham. You want to talk about 2 grown men in the middle of a nose tackle? My goodness. I would want to be on the other side of a freight train and a very large young man, and Shue who's very strong. Molenkoff back in a quarterback. He'll go to Angut, and he'll try to work to the right side. Angut finds the corner. Angut's got it first down and more for the Comets as he gets out of bounds and stops the clock.
Beautiful play by Angut right there. Just kept going until he found that outside and kept riding his blockers until he got out of bounds to stop the clock. That was just a perfect play by Caston right there.
First down. Pushed out of bounds by Cole Shively.
So Shively in there on the tackle, send him out of bounds. First down and 10 from their own 33 now. Caston capable of moving the ball with 48.9 to go here before halftime. There's the TTSN banner back in the shot there. Angut gets it again up the right side, and Caston trying to punch it, but Triton gets out in front.
Tackles him in bounds, keep the clock rolling.
Cohen Hensley in on the tackle.
Triton wasn't fooled on that one that time. Everyone was over there.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Clock's ticking.
Inside 30 seconds. Second down and 11. 20 seconds to go for Molenkoff out of the shotgun. Goes to Angut. He's going to try to go to this side. He goes through. Stetzel got a piece of it. Dante Workman, Reynolds, and eventually the freight train stops him on the tracks.
Timeout, Caston.
Timeout for the Comets. Look at the pursuit. I mean, Tucker Worsham, he was up on the line. He comes all the way back, and he wasn't going to let him get too much further down the tracks. The freight train knocked him off.
Oh, yeah, if there's one thing Whitaker preaches is I don't care if you're a middle D lineman. I want you running down the other side of the field.
And that's one thing, Coach Whitaker in this group here, but Stewart doing a nice job with his defense. This group really buys in. But Coach Whitaker, like I said, the program he runs, if you want to get part of something pretty big here, this Triton football program, he's got his hands in it from the varsity all the way down to the junior leagues. They all meet. They all discuss. They have these coaching clinics. They do a lot of things together. And, as a parent of a possible Triton football player, a chance to come all the way up, it's good to see the head coach have his hands. But this community surrounding that, if you're going to have a chance to support those young men playing on those junior leaguers down there in the lower leagues, but then your middle school group that was out here the other night had a nice night. You got the young lumberjack making his way up the middle, or making his way up the ranks, and the 7th and 8th grade group out the other night. And, of course, the Triton JV was out the other night as well. So get out and support these guys. No matter what age level they're in, this is a very good football program that's on the rise. Mollenkoff out of the shotgun. He goes back to throw, looking left. He's going to leave one up high for Raudebusch, and Raudebusch couldn't quite get there. Hensley tracked him. Ball just a little too far past him with 2.4 to go before halftime.
Man, just a little overthrown outside the outstretched arms of Kyle Raudebusch. And, man, if he hits him right there, I do believe he's taking it to the house right there.
4th and 5.
These safeties for Triton got to get back deeper. There's only 2 seconds left. They got to get a touchdown. They need to get back.
So Hensley must have heard you talking as he's starting to give some space there.
And then he goes right back forward.
Gets ready. Mollenkoff 2.5 with 7 seconds on the play clock. 6 seconds. Gets it off at the 5-second mark. Mollenkoff looking. Here comes Brookins. Fires across the middle. Yaden's got it. Yaden's still on his feet. Yaden spins away. He's still got time. Yaden ripped away from Whithoyo again. Tanner Whithoyo. I don't care if he got an incompletion. He just ripped that one and threw it to the ground.
He's having himself a game, isn't he?
What a play from Tanner Whithoyo.
Looking like he was about to take it all the way, and Whithoyo just said, no, let me get that ball real quick.
Good spin move by Yaden, but watch Whithoyo sees the ball out away from his body and says, hey, you can't leave that out there. I'm going to knock it away, as Triton will take the halftime lead 30-8. And after halftime, we'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's halftime performance by the Spirit of Triton Marching Band. The band is under the direction of David Seal. The staff includes the percussion, Charles Lawrence, color guard, Raquel Theodore, Madeline Scott. Music is done by Karen Nelson and Trinity Milton. The drum major is Eli Lucas. Tonight's show is entitled, This is Home. Drum major, is the Spirit of Triton ready? The Spirit of Triton, you may take the field for your halftime performance.
Always with the people I care about.
All I had was a 20, so I had to get my money worth. Help yourself. Hayden, what are you doing now? Anything exciting?
Thank you, Spirit of Triton Marching Band.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Trojan Tundra as it's halftime. Getting ready to the start of the third quarter as Triton leads 30-8. Go over our quick stats here. Appreciate Brandon Haynes for providing those for us. Triton, 239 yards on the ground to Caston's 96, but Caston really got some momentum there. Leading the way rushing is Shively with 23 yards, Riker with 11, and Prater with 49 yards in those 2 touchdowns. Shively's got 70% on the night, 7-10, 147 yards through the air and a 52-yard bomb. That one dropped in. Workman has 4 catches for 97 yards, and that long was his of 52. Whit Hoyle had a long of 43, 2 catches for 52 yards. And then you look at the passing leaders for Caston. Yaden has 1 of 2 for 23 yards. Molenkoff is 3 of 7 for 14. Yarber leading the way on the ground for the Commons with 28 yards. And Raudebusch, 4 carries for 13, the second leading rusher. So going back, I want to say a quick thank you to Grandma Lozier for providing dinner for the TTSN crew. And let me tell you,
Yeah.
Jordan Nickus is doing a great job on PA tonight for us. He asked a question at church the other day. On Sunday, he asked, "What's one thing you could eat, just like a week at a time, or just same thing every night?" Fish fry fish.
Yes.
The Etna Green fish fry fish is definitely top 5 on that list for me.
Yeah, when she brought that up there, it's like, maybe a little. Nah, we took one whiff of that. Got to get that open, and
We had to close it because I keep going back over there.
Yeah.
We got a football game to call. We can't. Boy, I can't be eating fish all night. But thank you, Grandma Lozier, very much appreciated. So looks like Riker may not be playing. Looks like he still has ice on that wrist. Hope he's doing okay. So Shively out a kick. Caston starts off with the ball here in the second half. They had a nice second quarter. Benefited off a safety and a touchdown pass. As Yarber muffs it inside the 5. Picks it back up in the Triton defense. No white jerseys in between him and the Trojan defense. And Triton pins him inside the 10-yard line is where the Caston offense will come out. But you also saw 2 different quarterbacks, 2 different styles of play. This is a team that can do a lot of things creatively, Jeremiah. That is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how they're going to run their offense in the second half now that they've had some time to go back, readjust, and make some adjustments into the second half.
And we saw the Triton defense really adjust to that offense there late in that second quarter. Really did some nice things. We saw them with an interception, or a couple of interception earlier in the game, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. It was Dante Workman that had that. We see some nice tackling, and of course Connor Stetzer out there in the middle linebacker spot for Riker has done a nice job as well as this group here starting to really tackle together. And I believe that was right on cue as Connor Stetzel in on the tackle.
One thing about this Triton defense is that they're going to force at least 2 turnovers a game is what it's looking like so far.
It was a nice job by Stetzel to get in there. Oh, I said I didn't know where my water was at?
Oh.
I found it.
Found it.
It's my back pocket.
You had it with you all the time.
Well, I guess that's my fault. Oops. Couldn't find it. So that'll bring up second down and 7 of 3-yard gain. Edson. And I believe it's Rigney split out to either side of Molenkoff. He'll go back to throw looking right. He's got Edson in the short on the comeback route, but just passes it just outside of him. And third down now coming up off the incomplete pass. So it looks like we got the end zone camera working.
Yep. I think he moved the transmitter up closer to the other camera, and so far hasn't cut out. So maybe we'll have that feed here for the second half now.
So appreciate Ryan and Kenny fighting through that. Of course, Ryan's persistence. That's why he is the Hall of Famer, and we that's why I just carry things and talk. You guys got mad scientists over here running the technology side of things.
You're the pretty face.
I don't know about that. I got a face for radio. That's about it. Molenkoff out of the shotgun. He goes back. He's going to give it back to Yaden. Yaden with a stiff arm. He's got some space. Yaden, Tanner Whit-Hoyle makes a touchdown-saving push out of bounds there. As Yaden with a nice stiff arm to free himself up.
Great sweep by Caston, got to the outside, stiff-armed the first defender and kept going, and luckily Whit-Hoyle was right there on the sideline and forced him out.
And Yaden, after that shovel pass, just got out past Hensley there with that stiff arm. That was a good stiff arm by Yaden, and he has done a nice job both on the ground or anything he's done tonight. Yaden has been a force to be reckoned with for this Caston team.
Yeah, when he's got the ball, you can't hit him high. You got to get him low.
One of 6 seniors on this Caston squad.
Double handoff.
And Triton is not fooled as I believe, and I'm going to guess that was Esai Limler led the charge.
This Triton defense.
Tucker Worsham was there with him.
This Triton defense has amazing backside discipline. These guys are not over pursuing, going up too far. These guys are staying home, and it's for reasons like that right there. Great play by Triton's defense.
And you see good push on how those guys really they break out. They get there in a hurry. But Esai Limmer, I'll tell you, well, like I said, a cyclone, he goes 0 to 100 in a blink of an eye, and he can get there. But Tucker Worsham, his pursuit out of that defensive tackle spot is very impressive to watch. Of course, you mix in Alex Brown and Pierce Brookins and a couple others. That's a very good Triton front line. Mullenkoff throws a screen pass, batted down by Overmeyer. Oh, and Esai Limler almost with the interception off the deflected pass from Jaden Overmeyer.
I think
I've
we
been
got
there
it on
before.
the other side.
Wancho got his hands up. Good play by Jaden Overmeyer. And Pierce Brookins, he saw it but just couldn't quite track it in.
That's why he's got the number 59.
It's all right.
Hey, I was there. Had it in my hands, the next thing you know, it's on the ground.
I never was there, so I'll tell you what, anything these guys do is impressive to me. So it's a good group. Because this Caston team, they're not shying down. 3rd and 13. They got a first down in their last attempt.
Especially as a D lineman, you dream of those balls right there.
Mullenkoff slaps his hands together, sets the play in motion. He takes off the outside, and Hensley couldn't quite wrap him up, and he's going to get a nice carry on 3rd down, but 4th down coming up. Didn't quite see it there. Hensley had a good beat on him.
Sorry.
Good. I'm going to spin us over. You guys might be able to watch that other view now that we got it working sometimes.
And here comes the Triton return team. Dante Workman has had some nice returns, and this season he's done a lot of nice things. Tonight we saw some nice catches like that 52-yarder he caught and took off and went. And the catches he's had, the returns, the fumble recovery. Dante Workman has been busy here tonight. Nice high kick. Workman's going to have to backpedal for it. He's going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a Caston roll deep into Triton territory, almost down to the 15. But we've got a flag on the play here on the near sideline.
Looks like it's going to be
a sideline warning.
Is that Coach Stewart?
I think it might have been.
You can tell like Dante really wanted to get that because he was jumping up and down when the ball was rolling. That mad he didn't go get it.
So sideline warning on Triton. This will be 1st down and 10 from their own 32. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's wrong. From their own 15.
As a player, you never know if that penalty is on you, so you're worried and hoping the coach doesn't get on you after that one.
All right, Caden. There you go. Go to the left a little bit more, pal. There you go, right there. Got a receiver over here, bud. Prater gets it on the outside. We got a flag on the play. This one probably will be coming back as Triton might get called for the hold here.
Yeah, typically when it's a flag that fast. Yep, holding, Triton.
So half the distance, I believe, to the goal line. Yeah, 1st and 17, I think.
Well, it ain't 1st and short.
Nope.
Last time Triton was down inside their own 10, Caston got a safety off of it.
Off of a mishandled snap. So we'll see how that exchange happens here. 1st and 10, but like I said, our 1st and. I think they're inside. Looks like at the
8-yard
line. So it'll be 1st down and 17. Just stuck with my initial first thought. So Workman out left, McFarland right next to him.
Split backs.
Shively works out of the shotgun. Fakes it off. Shively's going to try to bounce it outside. Shively's trying to take advantage of the over pursuit, but here come the Comets. Shively changes direction. He goes backwards, close to that goal line.
That's exactly why you don't want to go backwards for reasons like that. You want to go north-south, not east-west.
And a big play for the Comets. That just fired up that group, especially that exchange there between Noah Hurd, number 53, fired up.
It's going to be 2nd and 22 at the 8 or the 3.
2nd down and 22, confirmed by our scorekeepers.
I don't know if you're Caston. I'm sending. Down at the 3. My D-line's playing good.
Shive's going to try the quarterback keeper and try to get a couple yards on the play. Gives them some more breathing room, but third down.
I love when they run that play with Shively because of how fast, as soon as he gets that ball, it's almost like he's 10 feet in front of the center.
Well, it looks like a sprinter in the blocks. He just gets that snap and he's gone. So here we go. Third down and 16 on the Triton 9-yard line. Shively, last moment, vote of confidence to his front line. Shively takes the snap, goes outside to Prater. Prater's trying to find some blocking, and he couldn't quite, but a good pursuit by Caston sealed the edge, and now fourth down coming up for Triton.
That's exactly the kind of possession you wanted if you were Caston right there. You know, first possession, you go 3 and out, and, you know, defense needs to step up, and they stepped up.
So it must have been a broken play. The Triton coaching staff not happy. Coach Whitaker not pleased with that offensive series by the Trojans.
Now here's the biggest thing here is don't mess up the snap.
If you're the center right here, and
might have got him to jump off sides. Shive is going to send it away, but a flag on the play.
Late hit?
No,
he jumped the line.
I know, but they still hit Cole even after the whistle.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what they, like, we're hearing them talk. It should be on, the feeling up here is it's on Caston.
Well, Caston went, and the far side blocker went with him, but I obviously couldn't see
So it is encroachment on the defense. It's still fourth down, so try and get some more breathing room. 4th and 9 now.
Gives you a little bit more breathing room if you're that long snapper. Is it Brookins long snapping it?
Yep. So Brookins the snap, Shabby back deep to kick.
If you're Brookins right here, in through the nose, out through the mouth, calm it down.
High snap, Shively corrals it and sends a high kick. It's going to go towards the 45 and take a try and roll. And
here's Brookins with their good reaction right there. As soon as he got that ball off the bounce, got him right down to the ground.
And Yarber was ready.
I thought he was just going to let it go.
1st and 10 now for the Caston offense as they will trot out on the Triton 47-yard line.
You know, I bet he thought the ball was going to bounce backwards for him. Bounce right to him.
That's another one of those, you're all standing right there, and you know how that football will go any which way. And you could think I'm definitely out of the area, and dunk, dunk, and it's touched you, and a whole different play.
Yeah, trying to run down a rolling football is not the funnest thing in the world.
Oh, no, sir. I could not imagine.
That's how you get the quick feet right there. Just roll the ball, and whichever way it goes, you go, because that'll take a turn in a second.
All right, here we go. 1st down and 10. Molenkoff, he'll be the command in the quarterback spot. Angut on his right hip. And that's where he goes with it. He'll try to roll here to the near side, gets a block, and he'll get brought down. Connor Stetzel in on the tackle.
Angut getting a lot of carries in these last couple drives by Caston. You know, to end the second half, he got the last 2 or 3 handoffs to end the half.
Yeah, he did. And he's a guy who can get out and scoot out of that. It's kind of it's listed as a fullback spot on their starting lineup. So, like I said, and he's a guy that watched him on tape. He can move. And the Caston line gets set. 2nd down and 9 after 1 yard on the carry.
And get in the backfield again.
Molenkoff slaps his hands and sends it in motion. He's going to go to throw. Has time. Here comes Esai Limler and knocks him to the ground. That incomplete pass, but Esai Limler again with another quarterback hit.
Yeah, just nothing you can do there if you're Molenkoff. You know, as soon as you turn the corner, Esai Limler's right in your face. Just good thing by him to get it out of his hands and above the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, Esai Limler, you want to learn how to get through the line and use the moves and the strength and coming out of your stance, ripping through the lineman and in those moves. Young man has got a serious talent for how he moves along the line.
Yeah, and if you watch him, as soon as that ball is snapped, it's like he's in the backfield already, how fast he's going.
3rd down from the Triton 46. Back to, the quarterback's going to hang on to it, and Alex Brown and company is going to bring him down.
Amazing push by that Triton front 7 right there to get into that backfield and nowhere for Molenkoff to go.
Again, they just, like the good sportsmanship of the Trojan players, help up the Caston players.
Number 54, Alex Brown.
So Alex Brown, boy, he got in there and with a nice hit. Alex Brown, of course, a 6'1", 220-pound sophomore. He is a strong dude. Moves him around. As Levi Martin back to kick. Working back deep to return. Martin's had some nice punts, and Brookins almost got a piece of that one. It's going to bounce, and everybody gets away from it, and it'll be downed inside the 25, about the 23-yard lines where this Triton offense needs to get something going here.
Yeah, you know, they got that one touchdown in the second quarter that got them to the 30. But other than that, ever since the first quarter, Triton's offense has just been stalling.
For them to look here, I mean, your coach Whitaker, what are you telling those guys to build some confidence? Yeah, okay, we are up on the scoreboard, but they're playing with us on, I mean, hit for hit. I mean, they're playing with us. What are you telling those guys?
I'm telling them, look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. It doesn't matter if it's 30-8 or 100-0. He's going to tell them to go out there, give it their all, and if he doesn't, he's going to have a heyday in film tomorrow. Because if there's one thing that makes him mad, it's players not showing effort.
Timeout for Caston. But, you know, in this group here, like I said, and for them to dig deep and make those adjustments, it's going to be a big – this is a big drive for Triton, I think. Yeah, you're in the third quarter. Yes, you have the lead. But at the same time, you've got to find that confidence. You were able to move the ball in LaVille. You were moving the ball really well there in that first quarter. Second quarter, things kind of started to stall a bit. As Kenny and I were talking, you know, we felt like things were moving along, and then all of a sudden we hit a wall and the game slowed down. But Triton needs to find a way. But here we got the Triton student section on Orion's camera, so that's working.
Yeah, we can.
Of course, they're all showed up. We got the volleyball players. They've had a long week, 3 games in a row.
Yep, and they went 5 sets last night.
Against Caston. Went all the way in for that one. Or, I'm sorry, Culver. I'm sorry, we're playing football against Caston. But against Culver last night, they played Oregon, Davis, and Knox this week. So next week, they got Judson.
Seems like a baseball schedule.
Oh, just a little bit. Judson and I think I'm missing one. Got Judson next week. I'll have to look again. I can't remember now. But then they'll have the volleyball tournament next weekend.
If you're trying right here, you want to come out of this timeout and just relax. Because right now I feel like they're trying too hard right now, and when you try too hard, you overthink and you make mistakes. They need to relax and go back to that first quarter of football they were playing.
And that offensive line, go back to do the things that you know how to do well. Just play good football, play smart football out there. Starting to really cool off as Shively now goes to Vinny Prater, and the Caston defensive line brings him down.
If you're Caston, you just keep doing what you're doing defensively, because what you're doing right now is working. You have the Triton offense scrambling for answers right now. Caston's front 7, they go 100% every play. You don't see them go 50, 70. They're firing off that ball every single time, and they're creating a push.
All right, so Shively back again. 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard gain. Shively's going to keep it, but here comes Lee. Oh, no, I think intentional grounding.
Had the same call last week.
And there it is.
Can't just throw the ball away because you're getting tackled.
And that was Levi Martin. Again, got a free rush on the quarterback.
Same thing as that first half. That left side is getting there every time on a play action.
Lost it down, so 3rd down and 9.
Well, they're also.
Oh, they got to mark it off too for the intentional grounding. So
got to mark it off to where he threw the ball. Oh, it's additional too. Typically, it's just a loss of down and marking where the flag is, right?
Keep an eye, I mean, you look at why did I just space on his name? Levi Martin up here, and he's going to be on that right side of that line. He's just getting a free rush there on that left side of the line every time. He has done a great job coming off the left side.
And for that, you don't need to block him the whole time. You just need to get a little chip.
Shively throws it. Gets it to Dante Workman, and Workman now going to find his way, and slingshot engage as he finds a first down. Dante Workman.
And it's like magic and Kareem with those two, isn't it?
Like I said, I call him the slingshot for a reason. It is how he can take off and go in some nice, awesome plays. And
Talladega Nights, huh?
Slingshot engage, man. He gets there. It's good.
It's not 3rd and long. It's 3rd and Dante.
It's 3rd and Dante, exactly. These Triton wide receivers between him and Tanner Wood-Hoyle have been electric here tonight. 1st down and 10 from the 34.
Wood-Hoyle's just got great length on him.
Two wide receivers to the left. Shively goes back to throw, plants his feet right to Whit Hoyle right on cue, and Whit Hoyle's got some speed. He'll find his way for another Triton first down. Back-to-back passes as Triton moving the ball through the air.
Nice little bubble screen right there by Triton. Hit Hoyo. Workman got his block, and he just followed Dante and got the first down. Look at him hustle off the field, too.
I'll tell you what, Whit Hoyo is one of those players that he has impressed me ever since I've watched him play as a freshman playing basketball. This young man, you talk about hustle and work ethic. He's a tough dude, and his hard work is really paying off tonight as Quintana will check in. He'll be the wide out here to the near side. McFarland to wing back position. Right behind the tight end, Maddox Denny.
Dante kind of shaking up, limping to his slot position.
Out to Vinny Prater. Prater trying to find outside. Prater trying to work his way through, and the Caston defense keeps him corralled. As it'll be about a gain about, I think, 3, 4, 1, 2, maybe a 4-yard gain, I think.
If only in real life they had the line of scrimmages and the first downs on the field.
Well, Kenny, they haven't got me that orange, that yellow stripe where I can see where things are at yet. Jeremiah wants the yellow line too for the line of scrimmage.
Well, I'm talking about in like real life.
I'm just teasing. It'd be nice if they did. Second down. Shively's going to try the quarterback draw. He'll try to find his way through. Shively dancing his way. Shively still on his feet. And a first down, but we have a late flag on the play.
Looks like it might be coming back, or it's a face mask on Caston. Couldn't really tell.
Let's wait just a bit here to see.
Came from the backfield. Oops, sorry. Some dirty laundry here tonight. I think with Wade Caston.
Yep, it is a mask.
Face mask on the Comets.
So, yeah, we'll just watch him dip and dive.
Oh, man, I'll tell you. Shiva just dancing his way through.
Looking like he's on Dancing with the Stars.
I'm just telling you, man, he just gliding his way through the X Factor. Fancy footwork.
Looks like Dante's down here cramping up on the sideline, getting stretched. I'll tell you what, that ain't fun.
So Whit Hoyo split out left. Brian Wesher in the game now in the slot. Shively. He's going to try the option, going to keep it himself. Shively's trying to work his way through and gets a nice gain on first down.
Good play by Shively. Got 3-4 yards on that play. That's all you need, especially when you're up. You want to keep that clock ticking as much as you can, get this game over with.
It's about 2 minutes and 38 seconds before the end of the third quarter.
And if you're Caston, you want him to throw it every time and miss it. Stop the clock.
Second down and 7 from the Caston 26-yard line as Whit Hoyo splits out left. McFarland will be the solo receiver out here to the right side. Wesher in the left-hand slot. Shively takes the snap, but here comes that Caston defense. Shively's going to have to spin his way through, and a big tackle by Yarber brings down the senior quarterback for Triton.
Looks like a zone read. There's either what way Shively did right there, that Caston front seven was just in the backfield. There was nothing Triton could do right there.
I told you this Caston team is a very good tackling linebacking crew, and they are good making tackles in the open field.
They have great tenacity.
So loss of 1. Third down and 7. Shively mishandles the snap and just falls on it. And fourth down coming up.
Took his eyes off the ball before he caught it, and something you never want to do in football because you're going to drop it almost 9 times out of 10.
Triton just seeming to have a hard time finding the gear to get this offense moving.
Triton, just like last week in the second half, just shooting themselves in the foot.
Dante Workman back on the field. Getting it stretched out. He's good to go. Love the competitiveness of that young man, the toughness. It's Prater now on the left tip of Shively. Shively fakes it left. Here comes the pressure. He's going to leave one up high for Workman. Underthrows it just a little bit, and an incomplete pass is a good defensive stand by the Comets.
Workman shaken up after coming down on that one, but great play by that far defensive back. Gage Minier, 5'6" corner.
Shively had Workman had a nice beat on it.
Yep, when Workman come down, he's just landed a little wrong on that. Looks like his left foot.
It's just that cramp still eating at him, I bet. Great stop by Caston that drive. Looking like Triton was going to score. They were
The arm from
driving.
the official.
And it was the underhand too.
Yeah.
Man, those officials, I swear they can sling it 50 yards underhand.
I'm telling you, they can. First down and 10 now for the Comets after the Triton turnover.
Agnet in the backfield, Angit.
Where'd that firework come from? Misdirection as Yaden gets up there, but Triton stops him on defense.
Caston running that misdirection again, just got bottled up on that second hand, on the real handoff. And this interior D-line for Triton is just
Done a stellar job here tonight, especially on those misdirections, staying home, staying put. Now this defense, knowing has really studied their assignment well this week.
Thing about Caston, most of their positive yard plays are coming from the outside. None of them are coming from the middle because they're just stuffing that up.
Ryan said that was over by my house, and Michelle bought fireworks. I am not going to be happy that I didn't get to use them first. Angit gets the roll to the right, or the run to the right, but it'll be third down and long, and that'll do it for the third quarter as the Trojans will take a 30-8 lead, a scoreless quarter for the two teams as we hit right ahead into the fourth quarter. The Triton football moms would like to thank the following business for donating towards the football team meals, player equipment, and the various needs of the football program. Remax Realty with Anna Gilsinger, Reichert and Knepp, the Back 40 Shooting Clays, Dynamic Fleet, Ruoff Mortgage, Whitney Swanson, Right Way Auto, Fuller Cup, Deaton Clemens Funeral Home, and Harmony Marketing Group. The Triton football team would also like to thank Tim Shively from Shively Freezer Beef for the fireworks this year and the time and effort of the fireworks production crew, Chad Stepp, Gavin Stepp, Shane and Christina McIntyre, McLean Midaw, John Gamola, and Riley Miller. This means so much for the community and mostly the football team. And, of course, the fans like it too, and Jackson likes hearing it from home. He said, you hear the fireworks? He said, that means we scored. That means we scored. But now for him, Jackson got a little more confused because when we saw the fireworks during the Summer Fest, he thought we were off, so I guess I have to wave today. So I guess I'll hang out the window. There we go. Caden waves too. Of course.
I'm kind of tucked under.
Farrell's kind of stuck out there. You can hang out the window if you want. Oh, it's in there. There, you can see us.
Yep.
You can see our TV, everything else. Oh, hey. Jordan got on the camera as well. So I'm liking the end zone camera. I'm on camera a lot more than I used to be. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Look at the pitching.
I'm going to have an interview with one of these cheerleaders and say, hey, I want to see who's got the best arm and try to get that through the
That's what I was
window
about.
here.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I was like, I want to see if any one of these can get it through the window.
I think they can.
Oh, 1,000%.
Third down and 10 from their own 33.
Get a softball player that's down there.
Ooh,
I'm telling you.
off the window.
Molenkoff tries to go through, pitches it out to Yaden in the last second heave. And Yaden goes forward, and he's going to have a first down.
What play recognition right there, knowing he's not across the line of scrimmage and just does a little Patrick Mahomes.
Good play by Molenkoff. The clutch play is a first down for the Comets.
Ball's placed at the 43-yard line, first and 10, Comets.
Angit will come off the field. And the Comets first and 10 now from the Triton 43.
If you're Caston right here down 3 possessions, you need a score.
Molenkoff goes to Yarber. Yarber goes through, and there's Alex Brown, and he brings him down.
Alex Brown with the tackle.
No fear by Yarber right there. Seeing the big guy right there and lower in the shoulder.
I'm telling you, there's no quitting this Caston team, and when you see them in their plays, the effort they give.
Place at the 46-yard line, second and 7.
So they relay the play. Triton gets settled in.
One thing I've noticed about both these teams is no hands on hips.
Absolutely nope. Of course, Triton, the injury bug kind of bit a little bit tonight as Workman a little shaken up. And Overmeyer has got a piece of that one. And it takes off, and another first down on a pass from Molenkoff all the way down to Landon Rigney. Watch the catch and run here. You got those yak yards.
Good throw on the outside. Just got around Gage Riffle right there, and Shively with the pursuit. Good job not blindsiding Shively right there by him, because that would have been 15 yards backwards right there for Caston. Good job laying off.
So Caston 3 first downs here on this drive. Moving the ball through the air and on the ground. Last second plays to get themselves opened up as Molenkoff back out of the shotgun. Goes to Yarbert. He'll find a seam up the left side and he'll take off. And Brookins will bring him down after a large gain of Caston again, moving the ball extremely well.
Caston, I'm telling you, is never going to give up until it's triple zeros on the scoreboard.
We need to get transparent field goal posts. So of course,
One thing I've noticed about two teams looking at the rosters is that it's not senior heavy, both sides. You know, you got a sophomore quarterback for Caston, sophomore running back, you know, splitting the backfield with a senior. Both these teams are
well balanced in the grade group.
Yeah, 10th, 11th graders. So most of these guys are going to see each other next year.
Alex Brown in on the tackle, second down coming up. So Dante Workman trying to get it. He wants to play. He is doing everything he can to stay in the game.
He's channeling his inner Ray Lewis.
He's trying to, man. It's just, like I said, he's a competitor. Dante is not he loves playing. It don't matter what it is. This is a young man that has worked hard, wants to be out there.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Do everything he can to stay out there. He's tough. Like again, we hope Wayne Reichert's all right, still icing that wrist. Hope he's okay. Molenkoff goes back to throw on the screen pass to Yaden. Yaden cuts back inside, and he'll get a nice gain on the screen. Third down and short coming up for the Comets, who are moving the ball effectively on this drive.
Nice little swing route on the right side to Yaden.
And Levi Martin shaking up a little bit.
Got it down to about 3rd and 3. They're in the red zone. If you're Caston, you need a touchdown right here.
Okay. Molenkoff out of the shotgun. Here comes the pressure. Brown has a beat on him. Molenkoff's going to throw it for a prayer and almost intercepted, but a good pursuit from Cole Shively out of the safety position.
See, we can see it from the other angle here.
Triton's D-line gets in there in a split second. Just, you know, he has to throw it up. Just so happened it was in a double coverage, and Shively just couldn't come down with it after the collision.
Good play by Shively. Good pursuit in the air.
You can tell he kind of worked on his timing this week, too. You know, he didn't get there too early. He didn't run into him, and he focused more on the ball.
Nice job by him. So now a 4th down and 3. A big 4th down for Caston here. Molenkoff takes the snap. Goes to Yarber. Yarber's got a head of steam. He's got the first down, and it's a touchdown for Yarber from 16 yards away.
Beautiful play by Caston right there. You know, you had Yarber kind of patient, saw the hole open, and just cut it in, and there's no Triton defender there to get him. Cuts it in on Shively. Shively slips, and there's just no DBs back there to get him. Looks like they're lining up for a PAT.
So Ryan gets it placed. Go up just a hair maybe. There you go. Molenkoff to kick. Yaden to hold. It's down.
Ooh.
And just pushes and Triton might got a hand on it. So PAT is no good. 30-14 now going in. 8:11 to go in the 4th quarter. But what a drive by the Comets. They drove all the way down.
See if we can see who.
Get a hand on it.
I think they did.
Yep.
Hensley might have got.
Looks like it went off like hit the side of his body.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
11 seconds left.
So we'll see what this Triton offense can do, is trying to put it into gear here. This offense has really just kind of struggled here since the first quarter.
Yeah, you know, Triton's being held scoreless this second half right now. And if I'm Triton's offense, I'm thinking, what changed since the first quarter? You know, it's just the momentum. Caston just never gave up, kept their foot on the pedal, and you can tell Triton just got comfortable with their lead. And, you know, Caston's that team that never gives up, so they're going to claw their way back inch by inch.
So Workman, Overmeyer, and Hensley back deep to return. Wesher, Quintana, and Stetzel in that second line. As Molenkoff to kick, that front line needs to be ready. That Triton team, you look at Reynolds and company. Kendrick Jones here on this near side. Looks like Cohen Staten right there as well, with Kyle Cummins.
Workman back there despite being a little shaken up.
And Rensberger on that front line. So that front line's got to be ready. Molenkoff gets set. They're going to kind of squeeze, look for an onside kick here. Oh, never mind. He's going to send it up and over top and Triton.
Oh, that's a free
it's
ball.
a free
You gotta
ball.
go
And
get it.
Triton, Caston has
ball's
a chance
still
on it.
free.
Still free. Triton might have gotten just lucky there.
Triton is the luckiest team in America right now.
I think we might see it on this other when it comes flying to us.
As they thought the ball was.
Good rotating ball, that just
Molenkoff went down after kicking that one.
just no communication and, just assuming someone else is going to get it. You can't assume on the football field. You got to be the one to go get that ball. And Triton is very lucky right now that
Hensley
original,
fell on that one. That was good recognition by him, but
Triton is very lucky right now that first Caston defender did not get on top of that ball because they would have had great field position.
so kind of went complacent on that drive. We'll see if they can tighten things up here with 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Goes to Prater. Prater trying to find some space, but here comes that Caston front line has been strong all night as they have silenced this Triton ground attack.
Man, 2 brick walls just hit each other right there. This Caston defense just really stepped it up this second half.
Watching them on film, this is not a team you can just these conferences. This Hoosier North, there's a lot of tough teams defensively, offensively, and I'm telling you, this Caston team is, from what I've seen on film, I kind of want this defense. I knew it was going to be a challenge tonight for anybody.
If you take away that first quarter with the scoop and score, an interception, and another fumble, this is a 14-7 ball game.
Prater trying to find the second level and gets up for a nice gain on second down, makes it third down and manageable for the Triton offense. Vinny Prater with some nice strong running there. But that right now is what Triton needs, is that downfield blocking, is those plays. You don't need to rip off a home run here. Just need to move the ball, build your confidence. Go back to what that offense did to set up all those nice big plays you had earlier.
You got to go back to your bread and butter, what was
Exactly.
working in the first quarter.
And yeah, it's a little bit different. Yes, you don't have some key players out there right now, but find a way who wants it more, who can dig deep here. As Stetzel in the fullback spot. Shively's going to keep it, trying to punch it through for a first down, and he'll have it. So Triton moves the chain. So right there, positive yards. Okay, we got ourselves to a first down. Now just take a breath.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep getting some positive yardage here.
Triton right now they just need to think, we don't need a touchdown right now. We need to eat this clock up. So we need 3 to 4 yards every time, continually getting that first down. And if you continue doing that, Triton's going to win this ball game.
Shive under center. Caston not backing down yet. Right to Vinny Prater. Vinny Prater trying to run strong, and another nice tackle up front. It looks like Raudebusch.
Yep.
And on the tackle for the Comets.
That was a clean swoop tackle. That's exactly what Caston needed right there. No gain, make it 2nd and 10. You don't want them to get any positive yard. You want to, right now, if you're Caston, you want to get them no gain so they're in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Shively goes back to work. 2nd down and 10 after no gain on the carry. He'll go back to throw. Looks across the middle. Whit Hoyo gets a hold, but not a good. Couldn't quite hang on to it.
Ashton Bauer right there just licked him. 5'4", 130 laying a hit like that. Look at that. That's exactly what you need right there if you're Caston. 2nd and 10, incomplete pass. Ball stops, 3rd and 10. You know it's another passing situation. Freshman out there too.
Yeah, there's like I said, this Caston team. A lot of these guys play all 4 years, and they get a lot of football played. But yet, like I said, there may not be the numbers, but there's a lot of quality players out there for this Comets team. Shively trying to cut his way through, throws it, getting hit, and Raudebusch almost had an interception that nobody would have gotten to him.
Yeah, Raudebusch, knowing if he has that, he could have walked into the end zone right there.
And the Triton offense will come off the field, and then the punt team goes on with 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Of course, thank you to the Boyers and the Stichters for hanging the signs up on their houses, showing off their support of Triton, the Triton School Corporation and the athletics. So Jabez Yarber back deep to return. Shiva handles it, sends it, and almost blocked by Levi Martin.
Great punt by Shively, looking like they're laying off of it.
It's going to stop at the 30.
They were waiting for him to touch that ball.
And the coach for Caston like, get away from the ball. What are you doing, man?
Just don't worry about it.
It's like you said right there. Just get away. Just get away. It's all right. So this Caston offense drove all the way down for a touchdown on their last drive. 5:25 to go here in the fourth.
Down 16, five and a half minutes left to go. You know you can't run the ball every single play right here. But if you're Caston's O-line, you got to think, just give him 3 to 4 seconds to pass the ball. Just 3 to 4. That's all we need to get him.
For me, I mean, on this drive, who's going to be that guy to go out there and make that momentum changing play here on defense that's going to set the tone and really fire up your guys on the field?
Who's going to be the one to lay out the big hit, get this crowd going?
Molenkoff flag on the play, and Triton gets in there for a quarterback sack. Like I said, who's going to be that? Esai Limler, Tucker Worsham.
This Triton sideline is just dead. If you look at the Caston sideline, they're over there cheering, hyping up their players. Triton over here, they're just.
You know, Grant, you're down there. Who's going to be that? Who's going to be that voice over here on the sideline to fire up those guys?
Because there is no better feeling than, you're on defense, you're in the middle, and you hear everyone on your left side just getting loud. Makes you want to play harder.
So first down and 10 from the 30 now. Is a long time here to get this set. So Coach Whitaker wanting an explanation of what's going on here.
Down marker guy hasn't moved.
So there was a flag on the play. Excuse me. That's why it was taking so long. I was kind of caught off guard by something else, but
I think a chop block. He went right at his.
It looks like it was an 8-yard penalty.
Yeah, so I'm going to guess, it was.
I don't know any 8-yard penalties.
Didn't hear Jordan read off what the penalty was. Did you hear it? Maybe I didn't. I must have been sleeping.
Chop block.
So chop block, okay.
Yep.
So that'll bring up second down now. Okay. I knew Jordan hadn't sent it yet. That part I did know.
I was going to say, you can always hear Jordan.
Molenkoff goes to Yarber. He'll go up the left side, and they'll get
Stays
stopped.
in bounds.
So for Triton, that's big. The clock starts to run.
And if you're Caston, you need to hurry. It doesn't matter if there's 5 minutes left. You want to hustle, and they're just walking on the field.
And this Triton, that's one thing. Just got to get that confidence back in yourself. Like I said, who's gonna be that voice over here in the sideline? I talk about it a lot during basketball season. Who's going to be that voice? Just because you're not in the game doesn't mean you're not in the game. I mean, that sideline, that encouragement, Kenny, you've seen it just as much. You're just as important as you are on the field.
That sixth guy, just for basketball, just makes a big difference for the 5 that's on the court.
Molenkoff is going to keep it. He's going to roll right. Cuts back inside, and here comes the torpedo, Colton Reynolds, to bring him down.
That was just a well-disciplined play by Triton right there, because he saw Overmeyer. He gets engaged with his man and sees he's kind of going out, and he stays with him, but he's also watching the quarterback at the same time, and he's keeping him in, cuts in, and that whole Triton defense is right there to clean him up.
And Connor Stetzel is well in on the tackle with the torpedo, Colton Reynolds. So Overmeyer back deep to return. Levi Martin to kick from his deep inside his own 15. High kick end over end. Takes a cast and roll inside the Triton 39, about the 39-yard line, 38-yard lines where they'll set up.
Smart play by Overmeyer right there.
So right now, I think this is, yes, with Triton, even though having that lead, 3:43, if I'm Coach Whitaker, I want you guys to go out and move this ball.
Oh, yeah.
We have been, we need.
Got to end on a good note.
On a good note. Let's go out there. Let's make up. Okay, we can't change what happened earlier. Yeah, our offense hasn't been together, but start over fresh. Let's move those chains. Let's move the ball. Let's go out here and do what we're good at.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight always 20/20. You can go back and film and be like, oh, if we did that play, could have gone for a touchdown or first down. But you can't think in the past because you can't change it. You can control what happens in the future.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter if you're up 16 with 3:43 left. Whitaker still wants you playing absolute lights out.
Shively goes up. And I believe Stetzel on the carry. It's a couple yards on there. It's 3.5 to go in the ball game.
Triton needs to drain this play clock right here.
For them, I think you need that. If you want to secure a win, you need to get a fresh set of downs here.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I mean, to me, this drive's not successful unless you get a good gain here on this. I mean, move the chains on this series right here.
Because, I mean, shoot, they almost got a pick six the last drive, and it could have changed the game like that.
Absolutely.
So it's football. You never know what happens.
3 backs in the backfield for Shively. Goes back, goes to Overmeyer. Overmeyer bouncing it outside. Good footwork for Overmeyer. Stiff arms and gets himself a few yards, but he goes out of bounds. The clock will stop. 3rd down and about medium coming up.
Good run by Overmeyer. You don't want to go out of bounds right now. You even if you're about to go out of bounds, you want to drop and stay in bounds. But trying with the old Culver formation right there. When I was in high school, the T formation.
I remember that.
Oh, don't we all?
Don't we all?
I loved having everyone right next to me 2 yards in the box.
Up close and personal.
It was so weird. I looked behind me, and Amari's 2 yards behind me. And I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be like 8 yards behind me. What are you doing?
It's like being in our press box last week. Everybody's all in there together.
I don't know. I think our defensive technique that week was a little bit tighter.
Overmeyer stopped on 3rd down, and Caston, I believe, going to use a timeout.
Nope. Looks like, yeah. Big stop by Caston right there. Triton just being complacent right now. You know, there's still no energy. There's still no motivation to do anything this late in the game. Oh, no timeout called?
Nope.
So Shively back to kick. 2:35, good snap. Shively handles a nice kick.
Line drive.
Oh, through the hands. And Cohen Hensley doesn't even play on it. They're Caston saying it's theirs.
It's a dog pile.
Cohen Hensley goes down and picks it up. He is not letting go of that ball at all.
See what we can catch him in there.
Line drive punt by Shively. Just the returner was running up, and that's the worst thing you can do as a returner.
But Cohen Hensley getting down there and making the play. Goes through his hands, gets off the block, sees the free ball, and goes and gets it.
Man, that was just
gets
a
underneath.
wobbler of a
Did he
ball,
get
too.
in front of him? And I think, yes, he did.
Yep.
Cohen Hensley comes up with it clean.
Heads up play by Cohen Hensley right there. Great hustle, too, to get down there with how fast that ball got down there as well.
2:25 now, 1st and 10.
That's why I always loved Cabrera punting, because he punted it high, gave me time to get down there.
Yes, he did. There's a couple plays I remember with you getting down there in a hurry. He always looked down. Who's the jersey down there furthest? And it was always Farrell. The fridge was always down there chilling his way.
I just never knew where the ball was going. I'm running in the middle of the field, head up, looking for the ball. Not even thinking I could get blindsided.
Shively's going to try the quarterback keeper, and he'll go forward. So nice gain on 1st down, 2nd down, and medium coming up.
Fresh set of downs right here, then
Yep.
you just get into victory formation.
You know, if things stand, Triton will improve to 2-1 in the season. They get their first conference win. Caston will fall to 0-3, 0-2 in conference. Next week they will be hosting Pioneer in that game, and Triton will be hosting Bremen here for one of 2 home. I guess
Yeah.
one of the last 2 home games starting next week.
Week 3, and you only got 2 left?
Mm-hmm.
We got 2 left. This is that year.
Oh,
Shively goes to Connor Stetzel on a nice carry for him, and he's still driving those legs, gets down there. I like that effort.
he's horizontal with the ground. He's still driving them feet.
Attaboy.
There's a lot of good you can take away from Caston, though, this game.
You know, and if I'm Caston right now, yes, we didn't get the win, but guys, we dug deep. We executed plays. We made plays when there was mistakes made. You got to be proud if you're this Caston team. You know, yes, a win would be better, but yet that confidence going into next week and a team that you feel really good about going into your sectional even as well.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%. You know, if this first quarter never happened, we're talking about a 14-7 ball game right now, or 14-6 ball game, excuse me. And Triton just got really complacent in the second half and got comfortable, but this Caston defense, there's a lot of good because you held them scoreless in the second half while they scored 24 in the first.
And Overmeyer gets a 1st down.
If that's not bouncing
They're
back.
saying the clock, or Caston wanting the clock to stop.
It's 4th down.
4th down, so he didn't get it. So Overmeyer on the carry. Unless he fumbled. Not sure what happened. That was third down.
Can we get a replay up? See what happened? See if we can see the down marker on it.
Might be.
Yeah, we can just push it and see.
Got a couple seconds here. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
Third down.
third down over there.
Wow.
Yeah, he did fumble. It was a fumble.
Oh.
It was a fumble.
Fumble on the play recovered by the Comets.
All right, so first down and 10, 24 seconds to go for the Comets. And
Looks like
Triton
they're just
stuffs it,
gonna run it.
and that's going to about do it. Triton going to win here 30-14. So I'll go down and see if we get any post-game interviews. If not, I'll sign off from the midfield, and we'll head back down. We'll be back right after this on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Okay. So Yarber's going to run.
Snapped it with like half a second.
I kind of figured I didn't think they were going to the line. Okay. So now the game's over. Triton does win 30-14. We'll be back right after this. All right, so that's going to end it here from the Trojan Tundra. Triton wins. And this one here, Jeremiah, there's some things they got to work on. They got a tough test against Bremen next week. What kind of things have your coach Whitaker and this team going into a very tough game next week?
Oh, I'm focusing mostly on that second half right there. You know, we put up 24 in the first quarter and 30 in the first half and 0 in the second. That's not going to fly with Whitaker, and I know the other coaches aren't going to like that either, especially the offensive coordinator. And defensively, you know, you can just tell Triton kind of like let off the pedal a little bit, and Caston kept it full throttle. And Caston just never gave up while Triton just kind of died down a little bit.
But if you're trying, there's things you can take away positive. They moved the ball effectively through the air. The ground game was there. They did adjust in certain moments. It was a tough game. The offense did stall, but for these guys here, knowing how they respond after tough things, this is a team that I really feel like they can really bounce back. So we're going to hang it up here from the Trojan Trench. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me tonight was Jeremiah Farrell, Caden Hummich, Mason Van Fossen ran the music for us here tonight, Kenny Barnhart, and as always, the Hall of Famer Ryan Limler. Until next time, remember the Trojan way.